We are here. Hello. This is not correct.
What do you mean it's not correct? Ori, why are you hiding? Come out and
That's what was not
chat.
correct. That's what was not correct, Mars.
Hi,
Welcome.
Mason.
Hello, Mason. Okay, I think
Hello,
that's just all Streambot stuff. Okay, cool.
Oh,
Beautiful.
I do believe so.
Great. We're set. We're good. These layers are very wide. It's okay.
As they are wont to do.
Yes. Now I must open the comic. We have such good news. Oh my god. Guys.
Oh my
Before
gosh.
we were
news.
we were niche micro internet celebrities. Possibly. Now we definitely are. Oh snap, Mason. Nice.
I should say more so that Ori is, because it was her amazing
I'm
art
taking over the internet, guys. No, not even just that.
The yard.
Well.
She stirred that milkshake. She shared it with the world, and now they're all here. That specifically boys, BOIS.
Yes, all the boys.
We gotta be inclusive to everybody.
Yeah. Boys with an I is gender neutral, guys.
Hey,
I will die on this
hill.
Rules,
I just follow them.
I want to be a boy with an I, so you know this is where we are.
If we're not boys already, then we failed.
We're not boys to men. Okay, I will say guilty pleasure.
Now that we're men.
Trolls 4 movie, because one, honestly, it kind of pops. The villains are funny in my opinion. Overall, I enjoyed the 4th Trolls movie. Second all, because it's all about getting the band back together basically, and it's all about like a boy band, because it's like a brothers boy band. There's like so many boy band puns. And there's like one scene where they just spew a bunch of them, and it's like, oh, we went from boys to men, and there's only one direction that we can go, backstreets. It's just like, I'm dying. I'm dying. It made it so funny. Yeah, it was one of the things that convinced me to do it.
Oh.
To watch
Just a quick little warning for all you guys with us. I am still coughing a little bit. I'm still a little sniffly, but I am marginally better than I was over the weekend. I know, right? How dare I be sick?
What is this?
I actually took off of work today. What is what? What did I do?
He's got some hair on his skin.
Oh, that's not right. Almost looks like he has an earring. That's way too low. I apologize. I have no idea how that happened.
It's okay. I'll forgive you eventually.
I swear that wasn't there.
I certainly believe that you feel that way.
I do indeed feel that way.
Okay. Why
yeah, some intermittent coughing here, guys, but all should be well. I actually stayed home from work today because I was on the mend, and then when I woke up this morning, like, God, I sounded like death. I actually had to call in and tell them I could come in. I got the friggin' answering machine, and when I called, it was first thing in the morning. And you know how when you have congestion, like during the day, you spend all day like getting rid of the congestion. But when it's nighttime and you're asleep, all that junk is just like sitting there. So when you wake up in the morning, it's like, oh, I can't talk. It was bad.
Having a bad time
out over that freaking answering machine. I'm like, okay, well, they're either going to believe A, I'm really, really, really sick, or 2, they're gonna think I was hardcore faking it. There is no in between.
I mean, when your voice is your job, I feel like they gotta be a little more like such is life, you know?
My voice is quite literally my job, and I also work around immunocompromised little ones.
Oh,
so
well, that even hurts even more.
It's not ideal to be sick around. It's not ideal to be sick around at all. Oh, for the sake of them, for the sake of me, I gotta do it.
Okay.
Ain't too great for the paycheck though, but
that's what I was gonna say. Is it paid time off or no?
God no.
No. I'm sorry to hear it.
There's no way that it is.
Oof.
It's-
As she coughs,
I
dying.
haven't climbed that ladder yet, Ori.
Oh.
Give me
Oh,
like a year
30
or two.
days? Oh, sorry, 90 days? A year or two?
Probably. I don't know. I don't know.
Usually it's 90 days and then you get all your vacation and sick time.
Well, that's probably accurate.
I don't think they're allowed to make it longer than that.
Well, I do know PTO works on accrual, so which most jobs do.
Well, the question would be, is your paid time off the same as your sick leave, or are they different?
I believe they are different.
Because
if I'm
mine are
remembering correctly.
different.
I'm pretty sure mine are different.
Okay, hold on. I have a box.
We shall cross that bridge when we come to it. Oh, I'm glad you don't have to be late for Street Mason. We're happy to have you.
One of these... Did you have off yesterday too, Mason? Why are these like
Yeah,
this?
I've heard there are some differences between the schools. One of my friends has off Thursday and Friday of this week instead of the Monday, which is interesting.
It is very interesting.
It's like, huh.
Because you didn't put these things in a folder.
Yeah. You know, I wanted to get it done.
I'm just trying to nest them, and I'm like, why are these extraneous files? Like, where are these layers from?
It's funny, I do start out in the
Nice,
folder,
Mason.
and then I put that base layer on to help see everything, like see all the lines and stuff. And for some reason, it ends up outside the folder. I'll just have
Yeah.
to keep a better eye on that.
You might just have to drag it in. Because if you're on the
Yeah.
layer below the lowest layer, it's outside the folder.
Would do it.
Yep.
That's an easy
Okay,
fix.
here we go. Okay, now that I can see this, where are your box? You're the box. It's like I have box. Damn it.
Where be
I
the
drew
box?
I drew it. And I made like I tried to make it easy on myself. Let's try and find it.
There's a lot going on in this one entry, you guys.
Well, I
There's
tried to
a
make it
lot
easy on myself as I
boxes.
tried to have the box face like its own thing to attempt.
I mean, that would streamline it. That would certainly make it easy.
Yeah. I don't want to have
just
to
a
do it
matter of-
again.
Finding it all again.
Okay, these are all sketches. So this is not what I want.
Now, I know I definitely, especially in the group shots, remove some boxes to make my
Yeah, but just
life
hiding
easier
them
with
is
the
not-
wand tool.
The thing, it would have been hidden already because it's like a weird thing.
I see. Oh, where are all my beautiful colors?
This is the old one. Where is this
No.
line? Oh, is that the box? No,
Oh.
that's a box, but it's a
Ow,
stupid box.
That hurt.
You're also a stupid box. Are you good boxes? Hold on.
I mean, they are very nice boxes.
Eh. Ah,
They're just in strange positions.
is this it? That might be it.
Ah, one
Is
box
that it?
located.
Is that it? Ferrex, does your box have one crossbar? It does! Alright. So this is in the top thing
Box located.
here.
Woohoo!
Box located. Let's remove
Go
you out of this
us.
folder. Well, it's like I made it easy on myself. Let's keep it this way, you know? Let's
Is that
keep it
not
easy on
always our
myself.
goal?
It is certainly sometimes my goal. Okay. Box. Amazing. Take and first folder. Okay. Cord, you are not having a good time right now. Ooh, I'm gonna get some bookshelves from my childhood room. They're like little, they're
Ooh.
like faux IKEA calyx things. So they're like, God, where are these lines, Hotson? I don't even know.
The Dungeon Meshi Shrine will
Well,
exist.
exactly. Okay.
I knew exactly what you wanted it for.
Well, we don't have a lot of space in, the apartment in the co-op. So it is certainly like limited, of what I can have and what I can't have space-wise. Okay, what
Yeah,
does
but
this
those
not
are the
make sense?
bookshelves that I'm
That's
thinking
why.
you're talking about. Those are gonna fit perfectly.
Yeah, the little ones that are like two stacked on top of each other. I think so. But they're not going to be stacked on top of each other. They're going to be next to each other.
Oh, nice.
So that'll be good. Okay, we're
And
gonna
we could stack other stuff on top of
try
that.
this again. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna go here,
Oh God!
and then we're gonna go
Stop yawning.
perspective. I'm yawning.
No, me.
Oh,
Because
okay.
when I yawn, it hurts my throat, and then I start coughing again. But then the cough makes me want to yawn again, and then the cycle just repeats. And I'm
Oof.
sad. I need it to stop.
You certainly got it rough. Okay, perspective is not helping me.
Oh, you know the funniest thing? And chat, please stop me if it's TMI, if you don't want to hear it, but this is the most excitement I've had these last few days. Is I had, congestion is a bitch, and you gotta get it up and out somehow. So I did on Saturday. It felt very relieving. It finally felt like I could talk again because I got whatever was sitting on top of my vocal folds up and off, which was very nice. And then I looked closer at what came up and off, and there was red in it.
Uh-oh.
So I was like, oh, that's fun. Now, guys, I am a voice person. I have studied voice. I have graduated in voice. My master's is in voice, language, and speech. And I know all too well the damage that you could do to your voice when it comes to vocal overuse. And yes, vocal hemorrhage is definitely a thing. It can happen very quickly. Let's say you went to a concert and screamed very loudly, or you were at a party and you were very loud there. Basically, it's a very quote unquote traumatic event for your vocal folds because they're slamming together very hard for a short burst of time, but it's happening quickly, and that's what leads to an internal bleed with the vocal folds. Now, I do a lot of talking on a daily basis, and with kids, sometimes you gotta lay down the law, so there was a lot of that too. And then voice acting the following night. So the fact there was red in whatever came off my vocal folds, I was like, yeah, that makes too much sense, but also now I'm scared.
It was a popsicle. You had a red popsicle.
I most certainly did not have a red popsicle. I have not had popsicles since summer.
Oof.
But it was even funnier because I told one of my fellow speech friends about that. I was like, yeah, so I just got this thing out of my throat and there's a red in it, which is really fun. And she was like, oh yeah, that happens to me too. It's after I've been talking to the kids all day. I'm like,
Oh my God.
I don't know if you should say that so casually. This should not be a norm.
Jeebus.
Jeebus indeed.
Hey.
At least the writing profession is relatively silent. A relatively silent task.
Yes, but we need... Well, Mars the writer doesn't need to talk. Mars the voice actress needs to talk.
That she does.
We need you. Who would be Larry?
It
Old bag.
was actually really... God, I could not imagine doing either of their voices right now. That would straight
I'm gonna
up
check
kill
something.
Me.
I shouldn't
What
check.
are you gonna check?
I was gonna check if they're on the list, but I try to be spoiler free, so I'm not gonna check.
Nah,
I don't
man,
know.
it's only case number 1. We got to get reacquainted with the mechanics and everything.
And the new mechanics, jeez, freaking chess, mind chess.
My God, after we played that, literally the day after we played that, I was browsing through Insta because I was bored out of my mind, and I found a singer who like makes these songs all about different moves and tactics you can use in chess. And they are
Yes.
really catchy, but I was immediately like, oh, this is Edgeworth. This is so Edgeworth.
It was like they show like the chess game as it moves, and then they sing like a song. It's like a song to it, and it's really cool. And I was like, wow, I think I understood chess more than I ever have.
Yeah, right? It's like, holy shit, education.
Edumacation
Nice.
indeed. Okay, I don't think that'll get any 3D. But good. Now let's do this one. Come here, box.
Don't worry, Mason. I've never been to a concert in my life either.
I have been to two concerts. I've been to 2 concerts.
Fire.
Yeah, I've been to Star Kid. That was really
yes.
fun. That was very fun. That was in New York City. And then I saw Fall Out Boy in Buffalo, New York.
Ooh. You went to all the fancy ones.
Yes. Maybe the Wiggles. See, I've never been to those kind of concerts, so you know. Beating us there. Ah, heck.
Oh boy.
Okay, we're good.
What's happening, Ori?
I was concerned that I had screwed up the proportions because I was dumb, but I didn't, so we're good.
You got this.
Okay, this is weird. You've got to sit on it, Hotson.
Sit like a good little researcher.
See, why are you... Is that really how it goes?
It's gonna be a chill one tonight, you guys.
It doesn't
I
make
did not
sense.
have the brain reserves for an actual topic tonight.
Oh, how does this even work?
What are you trying to accomplish here?
I'm trying to make the boxes how I made the boxes the first time.
Oh, but now it's fighting you?
But I'm a bad artist and I don't sketch as much as I should because I don't want to draw this part, and then it makes this part for me harder because I was lazy the first time.
Oof. You literally looked at that and went, well, that's a problem for
It
future Ori.
literally, yes. I do that
Future
many
Ori
a
has
time.
become present Ori.
See, this doesn't make sense with your legs, Hotson. Hold on. Okay, sure. Leave that. Oh, okay. He covers way more of it. Amazing. Is this literally doing anything? This line doesn't even matter. Oh, fantastic.
There you go.
Amazing. Done.
Problem solved.
Problem solved. There we go. Done. That's done. Background.
See, if
done.
they weren't colored in, Ori
Next
would have
one.
no idea how much box she needed.
This one. Nothing. Fantastic. Next one. Pain.
I'm gonna
All
grab
right.
a throat lozenge real quick.
Yeah, go do that while I'm in pain. But guys, see, you make the assets beforehand. You see this? This is the box face on all of them. And then I can flip it, because like, whoop, that box goes the other way. And then I can just, because it's a perfect square on the correct axes, I can just shrink it, resize it to be what I need. I can't
Shrink it, resize it, polka dot it.
I thought you were gonna do a bop it thing.
Oh, I could have done that too. Nah, I went on a nostalgic Disney kick today because some old clips of Good Luck Charlie for some reason were circling my feed. So I was like, yeah, I'll binge this channel with all these clips from episodes.
I've just been watching way too much of my own TikTok over and over and over again.
I mean, you worked so hard on it, so for good reason.
I mean, it's still doing numbers, which is crazy. And we've got to the point where it's actually doing numbers in a way that it's caused people to like look at our other stuff, which is mostly the dubs. So that kicked my butt into gear for gotta get back on that dub grind, which I've been off of a little bit because of the video editing changes. I wanted to sort of get that settled first.
It's all gonna settle.
That settled
That's
first.
the nice thing. It's all gonna settle.
And then, yeah, we're still in that transition phase of it, so it's still a little, like, not set yet. Because I, you know, I didn't want to rush the new person. I didn't want to rush Zilla, so we had to...
Understandable.
I still am editing one stream before the one they're editing. And then paste. And then we do... Yeah, guys, see, these are the cheats. These are the kind of cheats. All right? I did the work. I don't need to do it 80 bajillion. I don't need to hand draw every single box. You know? That'd be ridiculous.
Exactly.
Okay. Good. Ah. Need it to be smaller. That was not smaller. That's too small. Oh my god, the struggles.
Struggles indeed.
That did not line up correctly. Ah. I need more room on my infinite canvas. Okay, I fixed it. This is a lot of pain. Ah, heck. Did I do a dumb? Yeah, I did one dumb. Okay.
All right, Mason, one day you could own one, so in theory, you're preparing for the future.
I am. Maybe one day. I mean, that's on my list. It has been pushed back, though, the 3D modeling, as Dylan convinced me that after I make my VTuber, my next thing should be 2D rigging animation. Because one, that's closer to my skills. Two, that's kind of a combination. That's kind of like using the skills I just used to make my VTuber as well, because that's a form of rigging. And also, it would be really cool to make, in theory, animations a little faster if I make like a rig for each of the characters. They'd be rigged animations, not frame by frame, but that's what those lovely Ace Attorney videos are. Oh, that'd be so cool. I could then make my own Ace Attorney rigs and add those in easier to the videos. Yeah.
Oh, that would be epic.
So rigged animation is up there. I think I'll still do it after the VTuber thing, because I do really want that to exist. And that shouldn't take that long.
You put so much effort into it.
Well, the VTuber's already done.
Exist.
It's just the rigging. So it shouldn't be that tough, you know, to make. Honestly, this course is taking a little longer than I expected it to. But, you know, that's what you get for only doing it once a week and skipping a few times. I'm like now in like a you gotta do it Ori mode. That's not what I wanted.
And you do what you can.
Well, so now it's like I'm pushing it, even though it's like, might want to do other things. It's like, no, finish the class, Ori. Do it.
You must. You've come so far. And got so far. I already fucked that up.
Mars tried to parody the song, but she couldn't.
Because I'm brain dead after today.
Okay.
It was a toss-up between sleeping, binging that one channel I found, writing for the zine, or
which I need to work on too. You did already say sleeping, yes.
Then I meant watching anime. I was actually catching up on Tower of God, and
I don't know. I'm kind of at like the webtoons turned into anime just feels like not the way to go, because the ones that are chosen are definitely not the ones that necessarily should be, in my opinion, but who knows.
Here's the thing. I read Tower of God back in like middle school, high school. So like I know the story and I'm familiar with it. It's been a couple of years, but I do remember liking it. And the problem is here, I'm just like, I'm so bored, especially in season 2. Like, they separated the main character from the group you got to know in season 1. And yes, that is by design. But at the same time, I'm just like, I'm not endeared to these other characters yet. I want Coon. Give me back Coon. Please. I am here for Mr. Coon. That's all I want.
Gosh, and the video made the comic blow up. Blow up is relative compared to the other thing.
So
but that's
crazy
epic. We keep going up, Mars.
amazing.
It hasn't stopped yet, knock on wood.
I know.
I'm like dying.
I'm like, oh
I had hoped it
God.
would do well, but this has done better than I literally could have imagined.
This is insane, and my heart is full. My crops are watered. Like, this is amazing. Oh, nice. You did put that.
Oh, we just got a lovely comment. Ooh.
Oh,
Literally, I'm not even checking up to see how well it's doing. I literally just keep checking because I want to see the comics. The comments. I'm looking respectfully.
You messed that up.
I'm looking respectfully. God. But it's also people are like liking the other videos are getting likes now too. Like my whole profile of videos has like gotten a boost because of it. So that's like wild too, like crazy.
That's fantastic.
It's like really insane.
Holy shit.
I'm dying. Crazy. But yeah, I love how I was getting happy about the character but didn't expect to see them again, but then read the caption and they're in a webtoon. Happy flappy hands. Oh, amazing. Thank you. Also, thank you for reading the captions. All y'all in chat, you better read captions, okay? In the caption, I fucking put his name, the comic name, where to read it, and what the song is. Multiple questions about all those 3 things. And it's like, my guy. They're in the caption.
You should know by now that people do not
I'm just
read
saying, literally, the first thing, it's like, watch video, and it's like, oh, nice. And then it's like, literally any questions about it, I immediately go to the description or the pinned comment, or like, I look for it first, you know? You could do that, Mason. That is certainly a thing. I mean, I could talk to Dylan about it, Mason. That is a possibility. If you're looking for a resin 3D printer, I could discuss with Dylan. You don't live that far.
Totally impossible.
Shipping wouldn't be nuts. Shipping wouldn't be crazy. I was gonna do something, and I've absolutely blurbed on what I was gonna do.
Was it boxes related?
And sadly, it was not. Well, happily, it was not.
Damn.
218! Oh, on the comic!
Oh my god.
I know! It keeps going up! Oh.
I am dying in every single way imaginable.
Literally, I'm like constantly holding back tears. I'm like, it's because it's crazy.
It's just amazing.
Yeah,
that
amazing.
People give us the time of day like this.
I will have to ask Dylan. It's his printer, but if it's just one, model, I can't. Like, it really depends on the size. It really depends on the size, because it's like he wants to print things too, but I think he's pretty done printing currently. Like he's on a trip with these bug boys right now. But I think
Ooh.
he's currently done printing all the ones he needs. He's just painting them now. So I think he might be able to do it. Again, I don't want to say for sure until I ask him, but I will ask him, you know.
The option does exist.
I will certainly ask him so we can start the possibility process. Okay, there we go. That's good. Yay! This was a genius idea past Ori. Thank you for your partial hate and partial
Diligence.
thanks. Oh, because partly it's like...
Past Ori was on it.
Hi, MP.
MP. Welcome, welcome.
Ooh, Mason. Very nice.
I'm so proud of this tale on Sinnet. Like, the perspective with the fin in the middle of it was kind of getting me. I'm just so proud of the stripe going halfway through it. I don't know.
This one here is very good.
I don't know why. I'm just happy.
This one here is very good. I saw this one and I was like, wow, Mars has upgraded.
Aha.
Mars has leveled up.
You know me. I aim to please and impress.
Especially after not doing it for a while too, you know?
Yeah, I literally like had summer hiatus pretty much.
Yeah.
And then came back to it. It's like, huh.
Okay. Beautiful.
Redeemed myself.
We have lovely box. One more. Goodness, please.
So
Thank
how
you.
are you, MP? Welcome to the party.
Yeah, hi MP. How you been? We're really on chilling tonight because one, Ori needs to do shit actually, and two, Mars is sick and trying to not be sick because her voice is needed for Ace Attorney. She can't be sick 2 times in a row. Especially with the scheduling things that are going to be happening.
That makes me a living, thanks.
No, that's not important, Mars. You don't seem to understand.
The job that helps keep a roof over my head, that's kind of important too.
No. Roof over your head? No. Ridiculous.
I don't know.
We pay you in exposure.
You ever heard the acoustics of a cardboard box? They really ain't that great. You're not gonna get good recordings from there.
We pay you in exposure, Mars. That should be totally enough for rent. Come on. What is...
Well, the zine deadline is approaching. I am both nervous and excited.
Yeah, I thought about that again, and I went, shit.
Yeah, I was trying to work on it today. I got 1 sentence.
Oof.
Oh, the block is bad.
I'm definitely...
I know what I want to happen. It's just a matter of not having all the transition words. Like those moments when you're describing a scene and describing how a character is reacting.
Yeah,
sound exactly the same.
You're so used to comics now. You're out of practice.
Yeah.
You're so used to getting images to do the work.
I gotta write a fan fiction or two. I gotta get back in the habit.
Yeah. Don't you want more covers, Mars?
I do want more covers.
There you go. Write more fan fictions. Done. Problem solved.
Exactly. The economy, MP. You get it. You get what it's all about.
Yeah, right? Ugh. Yeah. Nah, sadly Mars is not making exposure minimum wage from Ace Attorney yet. She's
One
only
day,
making
perhaps.
like maybe... I don't even know how exposure works. Maybe 1 exposure a month, maybe? Okay, guys, I have to say this. This is really cool. So the TikTok, okay, I hate... There needs to be a term for the general short form video, the vertical short form video, because none of them have taken off, to my understanding in my circle, to the point where it's like Velcro or Kleenex or, you know, something, or Styrofoam, where it's like ubiquitous,
Okay.
even though it's a brand name, right? Like... You don't always call them all TikToks. You don't always call them shorts or reels, right? But it's like what do I call it to refer to all of them? But in this case specifically, the TikTok took off so well that some guy like messaged me and they're like, hey, I really like this. Want to, like, are your commissions open? I was like, yeah, they are. And they're like, great, let's go talk on Discord. You know, it's easier to talk on Discord. And I was like, okay, awesome. So I go over to Discord. And so on the TikTok, it's the Folding Planets TikTok, right? So that's our Mars and my, I'm gonna call it a comic studio because that's the easiest thing to call it. Okay,
that is our studio.
That is our studio name, and so it has our studio logo. It doesn't have either of our avatars, but I honestly, my like start of internet stardom, I guess, was being a, again, niche internet micro celebrity within the D&D community, apparently, because I wasn't massive, but like over 5,000 followers on Instagram isn't tiny, you know, so, you know, but I was making D&D 5e homebrew and drawing the items for it, and that was how I got the vast majority of my commissions were through that, and the vast majority of our original followers and subscribers to this our streaming were from that, and that's how I know Cinder and the Rally folks and everything is through doing that, and Kaz and Dichotomy Games. I know them all through that, so that's like start of internet lore, right? And then I haven't really done a lot. I do post on there every once in a while, but there's definitely nothing like the level I was doing before because Ori has too many things. But this person, like, but it has, that's where the origin of my like persona is from. So this avatar with the pink hair and the glasses. She was Camden originally over there. Now she's Ori over here. So they're technically different levels of things. And then like my VTuber's Cersei. So they're like different like versions, right? Well, this is Ori 2.0. This one. Ori 1.0 is what was from before, which was closer to Camden. But this is besides the point. However, that art is still the art. So when I started that is still the like profile picture and stuff that I use over there. So this person, like, I'm like, hi, you know, they like friend me on Discord. I'm like, hi, and they're like, hello, and they're like, wait, I recognize that pink hair. And so because my Discord avatar is the newest version of Camden, right? God Camden, I guess. God Ori. Jesus, I've screwed myself in the names here. God Ori, right? So it's still like, it's like upgraded. It's years later, right? We're talking like 2020 from the other one. And so we're 4 years later, and hello, Jawline Jim. Jawline Jin, I've really become a niche internet micro celebrity. Here's the small world. So that person that messaged me from the Folding Planets comic studio TikTok recognized my avatar as the person who makes the D&D 5e homebrew items, because they're like, hey, I recognize that avatar. Do you make the homebrew items, you know, 5e homebrew items? And I was like, oh my god, yeah, I do.
That's amazing.
So wild. Oh my god. I'm like, there's two levels to this. There's one, I'm gonna take over the internet, guys. Like, come on, I'm in every niche. We're in every niche. I will say, Milano really specifically like spanned multiple niches, and I will say, I think that's why he's doing so well, because it first started out as a lot of people being like, Human Toothless, and they still come up. Human Toothless for How to Train Your Dragon. It's Human Toothless.
Oh, we get a lot of Human Toothless.
So many of those. And then
tons.
And then I got like a big influx of like, oh, D&D, is he a Dragonborn? What race is, you know, like what race, what D&D race is he? You know, like what is he? All these sort of things. Like, is that a Dragonborn I see? Oh, it's a bard with a sailor background, or, you know, all these sort of things. And
wow.
Yeah, literally so many of them. What was there like, there's like bard rolls, you know, to seduce the dragon. This one rolls to seduce the kraken, stuff like that.
Oh my god.
And yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, this is all I ever wanted. But so it like spanned the gambit, right, with him. And then it also has the like just people who like pirates because of Sail North. So many like, oh my god, Sail North, someone said Sail North, you know, which is the artist who made the song that I used. So it's definitely like, oh, pretty wild that it really, I think that, you know, was integral to him like taking off in the amount that he did, because it's like I had of course hoped that he would do well, because I will say a lot of times there's always like the concern that like, oh, you put a lot of effort into this thing, but then, you know, it like doesn't do super well, and then this thing that you like didn't do any effort in does amazing. I will find that happens a lot with like full art illustration pieces, but I find that doesn't happen as much with animated stuff. I will find that animated stuff, and the fuller, the more like cleaned up the animation is, the better it does. I find that just people in the art space in general are very enamored by animation, right? So the second that it moves, they're like, oh, you know. So I will say, I think that like I was fairly confident he would do like okay, right?
Because
like I didn't think he was going to
story.
flop. Yeah, I know, right? So I didn't think he was ever gonna flop, but you know, I thought he was gonna do like decent. I was hoping for like 10,000 views on one of the platforms. That was my goal, because I've hit like 12,000 on again, some very memey YouTube shorts. But you know, so that was kind of my goal. I was hoping for like 10,000. And then so this is blown out of the water, man. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, this is incredible.
That is insane. I will say, so there's like so I was talking with Dylan, because there's so many people being like, oh my god, it's human toothless. This is toothless if he's human. Which honestly, I can like kind of see where they're coming from, but I don't feel like it's as close to warrant this amount of people, if I'm being honest. You know, like I feel like I would draw human toothless fairly differently from Milano. Like the face is a lot goofier, I feel, than Milano's is. But, you know, there was my first idea was to play into that with the like there's that sound that has gone around that it's like the I am Drew and I am Danny and we are not the same person, and people have done that with like their OCs, and like people being like, you know, comparing them to other characters and then like joking about it, you know, this way. And then I thought it would be very funny because there's a line that goes, we may have similar lives, we may have similar wives, but we are different nonetheless. And so comparing Hotsun and Hiccup would have been funny. Like, especially like first movie Hiccup, right? Not so, like when Hiccup gets older, you know, there's definitely a difference, but like first movie Hiccup, right, would have been funny.
It's definitely first movie Hiccup vibe comparison.
Would have been funny. But then Dylan said something along the lines of, because I was telling him about it too, and he was like, oh, but if you do that, like you might not get so much traction, right? Like if you like actually draw a human toothless, right? Because that's what I would have to do for the idea, right? I would have to design my own human toothless. Like it wouldn't be as much traction and stuff like that. So I was like, yeah, I see what you're like. I see what you're saying, right? Drawing my own human toothless would kind of be like, why would I do that? You know, if Milano's already getting all this stuff. Then I recently had that idea, guys. You know the viral toothless dance, right? The little goofy toothless dance. Okay, imagine that, but Milano's dancing to it.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Just to play into it, right? Just to play into it. That could be funny. I might have to run that one by Dylan. There is actually I saw this one real person do a dance that I really wanted to draw Ferrix doing, because like I really wanted to try not full rotoscoping, but you know, like definitely from life referencing it. Because I don't know, it just felt very Ferrix in like movement wise.
Rotoscope would take so long.
Not necessarily. It depends on how you do it.
Really?
Honestly, rotoscoping is usually like on the faster side of animation because you're not doing a lot of work, if that makes sense. Like you don't have to extrapolate things. I wouldn't want to do that though, because I would want to use smear frames, because that makes a quote unquote smoother animation, you know, choosing where you put the smear frames. And I wouldn't want to animate on like every frame 24 frames a second. That would just be killer. But it's really funny. And so like there's part of me that I want to do that. I also have this little thing I want to do with Hotsun to a song, just like the first verse of a song that I found that I'm obsessed with and I listen to way too much now. So there's a lot of things to do, but we'll see. It's one of those things where it's like I don't know if I want to play into it at all. You know, like I'm not sure. You know what I'm saying?
Because it could be very fun.
it could be fun, but it also could be like a detriment because like I want it to be like, guys, this is a character, he has a webtoon, you know, like go look at him, like like I feel like I'd rather overall have him be human toothless like Synod is Sushi Boy, right? Where it's like a haha funny nickname thing, but it's still recognizable as like this is a separate character. You can just see it, you know?
Okay.
So that's why I'm a little hesitant about playing into it too much and then confusing people more, right? Because I feel like if I actually draw him doing the human toothless dance, it's like, yeah, that's human toothless. Nobody's looking at the thing, you know? Versus like a lot of this here is like people going to the comments and being like, question mark, human toothless, question mark, you know? So,
Okay, so I don't want to tell them outright.
Jury's out right now. Jury's out.
Oh, there we go.
Are you arting? Eh.
I'm arting.
Ooh, yay. Mars is doing her job. She's getting that 2 exposure a month.
Trying to art.
Guys, we passed 12,000 views on the webtoon, actually, which is wild. So, dang, you know? This is crazy.
Cray, cray.
Cray, cray.
Bet it's feeling pretty good.
It does. It's definitely one of those things where, like, I'm trying to also, like, temper my expectations. You know, going viral is a lot of luck, too. You know, like I said, I think it just ended up being a combination of everything that just worked out in Milano's favor. So I definitely don't want to sort of set myself up for being like, the next animation will also do as well if I put in so much effort, because I don't want to fall into that, I guess, trap. Right? I want to do the animations because I want to do them. You know, that's the only reason this one exists, because I really was like, this fits Milano so well. I love how I drew child Milano, you know, he's really cute. I wanted to do this, and I feel like it's like
so precious.
I don't want to lose the desire to do it just to try and, like, you know, people talk about all the time, like chasing the algorithm.
Like what he looks like.
I'm very happy.
He's gonna help us so much in the long run.
He'll technically look a little different officially. Because the way actual baby black caimans look is they do have more of like a pattern to their scales than like the flat black. There's like a stripy light color to it. I was originally going to do that in the animation, but then I spent 14 hours and I was like, I really just want this to be done. That would take, you know, even more time. And so it's like, yeah, we're not doing that. But in the comic, he will be that way, just because that is how I always pictured him looking. I want to show pictures of little baby black caimans.
Please do. They're very adorable.
So you can see here like this. See how he's not like matte, like fully black as a baby? So that's sort of what I want to capture, this like lighter...
tiny little teeth.
Yeah, so tiny. But that's what I want to capture
so
on the scales, this like lighter undercolor that seeps through. Because like with Aster, like everyone, they'll have like different different things. Because like the Black Caiman still has some
final form
variation on them, like the adult, but it's definitely not as like pronounced. Like it doesn't come all the way across the back like this one does. So that's the only reason like I feel like it's different enough to warrant. Oh yeah, here you go. Copy. This is a good example of all the forms. So yeah, so you can see the baby, see like the head gets darker too, like a lot. So you can see like that with the changes. So I definitely want to show
Ooh.
this change, you know, as it grows from juvenile
Okay.
into adult. I want to show that somehow. And I think I'm just going to give him exaggerated, like, stripes on his tail. You know, just a little bit like this, but just sort of showing that, like, lighter to darker color. Maybe his shoulders will probably have some too. These things. Because I know this is his head, but I don't want to give him, like, light colored hair. I feel like that's too much. I do want to just give the sort of stripies a little bit. That would be my plan.
Okay.
That would be my plan. I don't need this right now. Okay. Stop coughing, sneezing. I don't know. Whatever.
It's coughing. It's coughing.
Is this okay? There we go. Ugh.
I am doing my best.
Do better now. Okay, you have 3 more days. 3 more days.
Yes. 3 more days.
3 more days.
I'm hoping I can make it tomorrow.
Well, you do want to go to work if you can.
I do.
But don't overdo it. For everyone's sake.
I'm doing my best.
Because if you overdo it, you'll just be out the next day.
Exactly.
Come into work. Hey, guys. Nope, call it out again. Ah.
Yeah. Oh, it's happened before.
Oh, goodness. Oh, I have an interesting question for you, possibly. Oh, Miss Speech
Go for it.
Pathologist.
Sure. I'll do my
So,
best to answer.
I recall, and now maybe I'm wrong and misremembering, but, you know, correct me if I'm wrong. One time you said something along the lines of, like, you don't want to do, you don't want to eat too many, lozenges, whatever, you know, throat cough
Lozenges?
drops. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
You know, you don't want to eat too many of them. And my curiosity is both, what is too many, and 2, why?
Well, now I'm trying to remember when the hell I said that, because I have most certainly broken that rule. Keeping up between stream
It was
and everything.
definitely a time before you were working, while you were in school, and you definitely said something while it was like, you know, you did have like a throat whatever going on. You know, I don't know if you lost your voice or it was just, you know, congestion, blah, blah, blah. You know, you had some throat stuff going on. And you said like, yeah, I don't want to have, like, you don't want to rely on them. You don't want to have too many, something like that.
So that could have just been a personal preference thing.
Okay.
Because I don't recall an actual lesson about not eating too many lozenges.
Okay.
In any of my actual classes. I can kind of surmise it in the sense of, you know, technically lozenges are medication and
But
you don't
are they
want to overdo
always?
it.
Because I will say, well, I know some of them have, like, definitely, that's why I specified lozenge over cough drop, because I know cough drops can sometimes have an indication, but a lot of times I find they just, like, the ones I usually use a lot are with, like, just herbs and honey
like
and stuff.
Concentrated honey and stuff.
Yeah. Like menthol
Yeah.
is the only active, you know, ingredient, which is a natural, you know, mint thing. You know, I wouldn't have considered that a medication, but, you know.
I think that comment mostly just came down to a personal preference
Okay.
from myself. Because I know, like, if I have too many throat lozenges, like, my stomach starts to feel not
Ooh,
great
okay.
for some reason.
So more of just your body
that-
doesn't like
It
it.
could just been, my body is dumb kind
Yeah,
of thing, and I'm
okay.
commenting on it.
Because
Now,
I was
what I do
definitely like, oh
remember
no, I don't
regarding
want to eat too
vocal
many of them.
hygiene in class is, like, obviously, like, make sure you drink water. Don't drink too much caffeine because that'll dry out your vocal folds. You always want there to be at least some moisture in there so they can move and function properly. You want to make sure you're getting enough rest, repairing the cells as you sleep. That's always very important. Going on periods of vocal rest, especially if you do strenuous vocal activities or what we call heavy voice load. People like teachers, lawyers, especially.
Well, Dylan doesn't talk that much yet.
For a living has to watch their vocal health because it can be impacted.
What the
It could
hell?
lead to strain, vocal fatigue. In some cases, like basically a very simple explanation of it, you can develop nodules on your vocal folds. And the easiest way to think about those is it basically develops in the same way you develop a blister on your foot. You have friction, you have two vocal folds inside your larynx, and those are constantly bumping together many, many times per second to produce voice. And when they're doing that constantly, sometimes that could create friction, especially if the throat is dried out. And that can result in a little bump that can form on
Ugh.
either the right or the left. Sometimes it can even happen bilaterally.
Ew.
aka on both of them at the same time. Yes, very fun stuff. But what's interesting about it is not only is the vocal fold now hitting this vocal nodule, sometimes it prevents the vocal folds from closing fully. So you might get a lot of air passing through because it's not closing all the way. It's just like seeping through and you get this very breathy voice. It's really interesting.
Interesting. I have two questions off of this.
Go for it.
First question is, I know I don't think I've ever asked, but I obviously have noticed that you say the word vocal fold, and colloquially, it has always been vocal cords that, usually people talk about. Now, my question is, are those different things, or are we just wrong?
No, they are literally the exact same thing.
Okay.
The vocal cord is the layman's term, whereas I say vocal folds now just because that's what I've been taught and that's what I'm now used to. And vocal fold does make more sense because they're basically flaps of cartilage bouncing against each other inside
lovely.
your throat. Whereas when you think of a cord, you're thinking of it like a cord
Like a
on a string.
rope,
And while
yeah.
yes, you're thinking of it like rope, and it's not a rope. It's attached to the rest of your larynx. There's all these muscles and cartilages that connect to each other that allow this to happen. You even have like the false vocal folds, the true vocal folds. So like there's different layers to it as well.
I would be
It's way more
curious.
complicated than just like a string on a guitar.
Yeah.
So like when I say vocal cord, again, I'm trained, so now my mind is just like, oh, it's vocal fold. I call it a vocal fold. Like that's my training, vocal fold.
Totally understandable.
Vocal cord is not wrong. I've just been indoctrinated.
I see. Because I would be curious if the layman's term came about not because of rope cordage, but because of like a chord that you play, like a musical
Now,
chord.
I definitely can't confirm or deny that, but the voice is very much related to music, and I
Yeah.
think people do think about it in that terminology. I do think that's how vocal cord came about. I don't have confirmation on that. Definitely do your own research.
I'm looking it
But
up.
it would not surprise me if it came about from that.
No. Maybe. Who knows? No, that's vocal.
Sources vary?
No, it was giving me the wrong word.
Oh.
It seems like-
C-H-O-R-D, Ori.
Yeah, no, it seems like it comes. Yeah, that's hilarious. Chords or chords, so chords with a H, chords without an H, everyone is wrong. That is the title of this language log article. So it's named from the resemblance of the vocal ligaments to strings or chords.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it doesn't seem to sadly come from the musical thing, which would have been interesting. but it seems like it
That
comes
would've
from a
been.
slightly different area than what is actually doing the voice thing, right? If it's the ligaments, because you're talking about flaps of cartilage, which are not
Basically.
ligaments, you know?
No. The ligaments is what's holding everything together in
Yeah,
there.
so that's the part that it was named after.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So that's what it looks like. It looks like the flaps. Okay, it's the
The
yeah,
vocal flaps.
the vocal
Yes.
flaps. The flaps.
Flaps, folds,
Voice is
chords.
weird.
Take your pick.
Yeah. Into the flaps. If anyone has
Ew.
ever watched why am I blanking on his name? The How to Bake a Cake for How to Make Christmas Dinner for an Alien. Oh my god. Why am I blanking on his
Oh,
name?
yes. Daniel
Him.
something?
Yeah. How to
I know who you're talking about.
Christmas Dinner for an Alien. I love how Will McDaniel. Thank you. I'm like, his name is not Daniel. But Daniel's in there. Will McDaniel. If you've ever seen Will McDaniel's The Wishing Flaps, very funny.
What a name.
Yeah.
What
To
a
the
name.
flaps. But
To the
I was gonna say
flaps.
something else.
And you had a second question, Ori.
Oh yeah. Okay. What were you talking about before I asked the vocal folds question? I know that's a hard thing to ask. We had talked about
I think I talked a little bit about
nodules.
vocal hygiene.
Nodules. So you referenced them being like a blister, and what that led me to
Yes.
ask is, like a blister, can they go away, or are you
Yes,
fucked?
Nodules.
Okay.
No. You are not fucked if you have nodules.
Okay.
If you have nodules, they can go away with vocal rest. If they're a bit more intensive, you can go to voice therapy, learn some vocal exercises to help take the pressure off your vocal folds so they're not hitting each other as hard. Back in the
Ooh.
early days of stream when I was still getting used to this, you guys might have heard me say like, oh guys, I'm going to use my breathy and airy voice tonight. Like it's nice and light, it's flowing, and
Yeah.
it's kind of easy sounding. So that's kind of,
I've definitely
that's a
noticed that
technique
in my
that some
own
people
voice.
can use to keep their vocal folds from slamming too hard. Because if I'm talking like this all the time, like you can imagine how hard my vocal cords are slamming against each other if I'm talking like this. But if it's a little more easy, a little more quiet, a little more flowing like this, it's a lot gentler. It's a lot gentler.
I see, because the only before you, actually going fully to school for this experience I ever knew about with the nodules or nodes or something was from Pitch Perfect, where she had to have surgery. So that's why I was
No,
confused.
that's not how that works.
Okay.
If they were going to pick some, now sometimes you do need surgery for nodules. If they're not going away, occasionally you do. What you more so need surgery for are when vocal polyps are involved. Now I'm
So what
trying
are
to remember the
those?
difference.
Yeah.
Well, that's where I'm trying to remember the difference between them, because I know nodules are more like a blister and they will typically go away on their own. Polyps can, I believe, go down with therapy and time, but sometimes they do require surgery to remove. However, in the case of Pitch Perfect, to the best of my knowledge, I do not believe they would change your voice that drastically to where you are now a baritone. Because the way your voice works,
that would
the
be
way you
impressive,
get
but yeah.
changes in pitch is not through. So what a polyp or a nodule would do is it would add weight to your vocal fold. Because if you think about it, it's this hard mass that's attached to a flap that's supposed to move very freely and connect with the other one.
Loosely.
So not only are you getting exactly. So well, not even loosely, because you still need that tightness. And what that tightness is doing is that's what's changing your pitch. As your vocal folds elongate and shorten, that's how your pitch is changing. So if I'm talking up here like this, that's not Pearl, but that's as good as it's gonna get. That, if I'm remembering correctly,
That's what you get.
for that one, my vocal folds are tightening. If I go down a bit lower, my vocal folds are a bit looser. So if you were to remove a polyp, now I gotta think about this, because that's weight on a vocal fold. So you're removing the weight. It can move a lot easier now, because in all honesty, if the girl in Pitch Perfect had nodules or polyps on her vocal folds, she should not have been able to talk as easily as she was. She would have sounded more breathy, maybe a little bit strained. Maybe she would have spoken in shorter sentences and needed to take a couple breaks more often, as I'm doing tonight. Because I just need to like recalibrate my voice.
Take a minute.
But in terms of like lowering you all the way down to a baritone, no.
Yeah, that definitely always seemed
has to do with the lengthening and shortening of your vocal folds. That has nothing to do with do I have a polyp or not.
also
Now,
yeah.
in the process of surgery, something could get nicked and you could get ligament, nerve, like some kind of damage could happen, and that's always a risk with any kind of surgery.
Yeah.
But through removing one, no. just no.
So then, a follow-up question. So if polyps and nodules, how do you get a polyp?
So this is one where I'm gonna have to dive back into my notes because it has been
Mars,
my
you're
God,
supposed
3
to know
years.
everything. You're supposed to. This is your master's. How dare you not know literally everything there is to know off the top of your head? I'm sorry, Dylan does this to me all the time. Ori, how dare you not know this plant? You're a botanist. No, I'm not a botanist. I'm an arborist. Oh, how dare you not know this tree? It's in your region.
There's a difference.
Oh my God, there's like 212. It's like 2,212 species of maple tree, and the majority of them exist where I live. Like, can we chill? I don't know that many trees, okay? There's
Okay.
only so much a girl can do.
Here it is. Okay. So nodules, the way you know they're nodules, they are always bilateral and symmetric. So they will always show up on the right and the left vocal fold and will be directly across from each other. That's the difference.
I see.
A polyp, however, could be either bilateral or unilateral. Unilateral being it only happens on one side. So let's see. So a nodule can form slowly over time in response to increased impact stress. Impact stress referring to when your vocal folds come together to make noise.
Like what you were doing before.
Polyps form as a result of isolated trauma. That could be yelling, screaming, sneezing, coughing.
So you're telling me you could cough once and get a polyp?
That one, I'm thinking they're more alluding to prolonged coughing, chronic coughing.
I see.
There are some cases in which like somebody's been sick, say maybe a week or so, they've gotten used to coughing, and now their body is just like, oh, we cough all the time now. That's just what we do. And that stress over time can hurt the vocal folds, because when you cough, you're slamming your vocal folds together very quickly. I'm actually feeling that right now. That's why I have a lozenge right now. Because I've been coughing so heavily and frequently this past weekend, I'm starting to feel it in my throat a little bit.
Interesting. Now, I do remember...
Coughing itself isn't a bad thing. It's your body's way of protecting itself. It's a way to expel anything you don't want in your airway.
Oh, yeah.
And to keep everything safe. So you want to cough. However, chronic coughers might have that issue. So what do? You might learn other habits. You might do like a tap of a cough instead. You might go like, which is a little gentler.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Do a dry swallow to bypass that. So with the dry swallow, that's literally just like your mouth is dry and you do a hard swallow. It's almost like swallowing a golf ball, and that kind of pushes that feeling down. And that's a technique I've been using a lot today.
I see.
See,
I
this is the
see.
fun thing about studying voice is when I have an issue with my throat, I'm like, well, great. Now I know everything that could go wrong in there.
Yep.
And I'm very aware of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
when
what
I
you
coughed
get.
this past weekend and I saw some red in there, I was like, yes, vocal hemorrhage, let's go.
So that's just when you have heard it so hard it's bleeding now, right? That's all that is.
Yeah. That's usually from a single event of extreme trauma. Say like screaming at a concert, yelling at birthday parties, singing karaoke.
Coughing very hard.
Events where you tend to be very loud, very vocal, and it slams that layer of the vocal fold against the other one, and it causes a bleed.
But now I have a question. What would lead you to know that it was specifically your, a voice related, ligaments and organs and things, and not just your general throat tissue, or even say, I know people literally have hacked up like lung tissue, not to get like terrible, but it's like, how would you necessarily know the difference, right? If your throat is overall scratchy, right, is everything I can feel in my throat vocal related, or, like, I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does, because you're talking like if I feel it in my throat, like how much of that is the walls of my throat, and how
because
much
I
of
obviously
that
don't
is
feel
the larynx.
my entire esophagus, like there's a point where I stop being able to isolate, once it gets into like your chest, it's like I don't specifically
your
feel my
esophagus
throat.
would be where your
My
food goes down.
the trachea.
Your trachea
Yeah,
is
but
your
still,
air tube.
You don't feel like past your neck, right? You don't feel either of those anymore, as like a localized thing, because that's how your body works. It gives like general pain, but you really don't know where your organs are. And so it's like, is the entirety of what I can feel from my throat, in the trachea related area, vocal related, so that if it hurts, it's my voice stuff that hurts? Or could it be out of that?
Typically you will know if it's your voice that's hurting you, because it will hurt with prolonged speech. Like the more you use your vocal folds, if that's what's hurting you, the more it's gonna hurt.
I see.
So
'Cause
it's
I
like,
do
oh wow,
find-
I'm talking and this is giving me pain.
Yeah.
It's your vocal folds.
Because I do find that I've had a lot of, sore throats in my life that have not really affected my voice, and more just, they're more esophagus related, as the swallowing is the part that is, painful.
And that typically happens during colds, because your body is sending the white blood cells to that area to fight the infection. That's why you get the sore throat.
Sometimes your
They're
throat
in
hurts
that
for
area,
no reason.
they're fighting the battle.
Ooh, any suggestions there, Mara? Sometimes Mason's throat hurts for no reason.
So, Mason, when you say no reason, what are the events leading up to your throat hurting, and under like what context? Because there's always something.
Yeah. It wouldn't be
The
random.
throat is a very interesting place where it's like there's usually a culprit for it.
But it's like when I well, Mason answers, when I did have COVID abroad that one time, honestly, my voice, though I did cough some, I think majority of my issue was postnasal drip related. Thus, there was a lot of swallowing going on. And so swallowing things like water and tea was very nice and soothing. But one time I drank the first day I drank orange juice, and I nearly
that's
cried.
gonna burn.
I nearly cried.
That's
It
gonna burn.
was real bad. I was like, oh
Yeah.
no. That was one of the most painful throat related things I've ever had. And like strep is esophagus related, right? Because that's like a swallowing thing, I think. Yeah.
I think that one is.
I think that's an esophagus
That one's pretty
related one.
isolated from the voice. It feels like a lump in your throat and constant waves of discomfort. What are you doing before that moment occurs, Mason?
And could it be allergies? Because I will
That's
say,
also a good question.
when my allergies flare up again, I get real bad postnasal drip going on, and that definitely is is an esophagus related thing where I'm like, can't
It's
swallow.
sad times. It turns into sad-ory times.
Sad Ori times. It's okay. That's what I mostly use lozenges for. I'm not coughing as necessarily as having like a lot of just mucus in my nose, in my sinuses. No idea. Just wake up some days feeling like that. Well, you gotta mark it down,
dry air
Maisie.
at night.
Ooh. Mason, if
I used to get that too.
if you're
I
able,
would get chronic sore throats.
there's actually two things I've seen people use for that. One is if you can wear like a mask to sleep, like if you're physically able to do that. I know some people hate like wearing stuff to sleep, but that like keeps the moisture in. I know that. But there's also things that are like, if you know what a breathe right is, they're basically like that, but they're meant for keeping your mouth closed. They're literally like a sticker that you like put over your mouth to sleep so that you don't sleep with your mouth open, which is what's like drying out your mouth and your throat. So those are things too. If you chronically sleep like that, right? If it's like every once in a while when you're like sick because your nose is full, you know, such is life. But if you're just like, nah, I can breathe through my nose just fine. My mouth just falls open when I'm asleep and I breathe through my mouth, you know, could help.
Well, Ori, I'm gonna turn it over to you because my body is telling me my voice has talked way too long.
That's
I'm
okay.
coughing far too much now.
That sounds like he has sleep apnea. Isn't that a CPAP machine? I think the mask machine. That sounds CPAP to me, but.
I think so.
Yes. I'm sorry, Mars. You were just too interesting today. I couldn't help myself from asking you to talk about your profession more.
If I develop scarring on my lamnia, it's all on you.
I thought you were gonna say it was worth it because you got to talk about your passion. Damn it! She duped me, guys. She duped me. The Daisy dupes.
Daisy juice.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Sometimes I'm weird about it. All right. Let's see. Box. I wish I drew through. Guys, don't be Ori, and don't not draw through your characters like a idiot. Because I regret it. I've also technically been a dumb and they're not fully accurate.
This long.
It just makes me struggle now, you know? That's it. Impossible to deal with? No. Unenjoyable? Yes. I also think I'm technically doing boxes a bit wrong. Did I do them correctly in the other places? Where's that Ferrex? Fuck, I did. Alright, time to fix the boxes.
What'd you do wrong with the box?
Okay, this one's okay. So the boxes are literally panels of wood flapped on top of each other, so they overlap. And you can see that on the lid here, but at the corners, they should overlap as well. And I didn't draw that. And I did draw it in one, so now I gotta do it in them all.
Oof.
It's okay. It should be fairly simple. That was not it. All right. That stays. There we go. Success 1. Yeah.
Ooh.
Not that bad. It's too big, though. It's too thick of a line. Let's make it a thinner line. Oh my god. I can't work my own thing. Fixed. That goes that way, so we're good. This one would be this side, so this has to be erased. Like that. Alright, solved it. Is it perfect? No. Am I lazy? Yes. Does it hurt me? A little. Will I be correct in the future? Who knows?
Possibly.
Where did you go? Okay. Stop. Let me do this. Okay, thank you. Jesus. What? Dumb. Ori can't do it. Ah.
Oh, these boxes are
aboard
Ori's enemy.
The struggle bus. No, it's perfectionism and weird adherence to realism in certain circumstances is Ori's downfall.
Oof. What a hill to die on.
You know, that was my problem with the shock, was the fact that it was like, I want it to be this way and I want it to be these things, but it just ain't working out.
Oof.
Okay. Success. I mean, we got the shock to work in the end, so maybe, you know, but it wasn't truly a shock anymore. It was a hey.
It was something else.
It was something slightly different. But you know what? We're here now. And this is how it's gotta be. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry I made you talk so much, Mars. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
She
I'm
says literally
some
dying.
water real quick.
Okay, you do that.
BRB.
You do that, girl. We need to get Mars, like, I don't even know. She just needs to write on the screen instead of talking. Oh, I forgot. She can hear me right now. Look at that. We need to get Mars like a digital Etch-a-Sketch so that she can write without having to change screens to type. I would say, honestly, maybe getting Twitch on the phone as an app would be useful in circumstances like this. Because then you can chat through the phone and not ever have to change windows on the computer. Nope. Dumb. Okay. Success. I'm putting way too much effort into these boxes, guys. Could they have just been squares? Yeah. But, you know, I wanted them to be nice. I wanted them to look like boxes. To feel like boxes, you know? If I didn't do that, what am I? I will say, drawing the background, so literally the only reason that, like, TikTok, that vertical short form video, that animation I made of Milano, the only reason it has backgrounds is solely because I've had to draw backgrounds for the comic, and I drew them, like, flat as one image, and then, like, copy them, paste them over the comic, because if I didn't have done that, I wouldn't have had the little backgrounds to just use and zoom in and do whatever I wanted. But because I did, I do! And so it made my animation look way more clean and fine and repolished in only 30 seconds!
Woohoo!
Which is top tier. We like this. Let's check any comics. Me and my man will take all of your
I do have
gold.
the Twitch app on my phone.
Look at that. See, then you can type in chat, you know?
Oh, the problem is I can't log in.
Oh. That sounds like a skill issue.
It kind of is. I can't remember my damn password.
My mother sends, every once in a while, she sends me little, like, I guess, daughter-related content? I don't know. You know, like, there's, like, inspirational quotes and stuff, right? Like that, but with, like, being, like, a proud mom, basically. So she sends me a ton of, she doesn't send me that many. She sends me a fair amount of, like, Instagram reels and stuff to, like, show me things. And, I mean, sometimes she shows me, like, places to go eat, you know, where I live. that she like sees, but sometimes she also shows me like there's this Amazon thing, and it's like a little cabinet that gives you even more counter space, and it houses your garbage. And I was like, hell yeah, Dylan, we want this. And Dylan was like, yeah, we want this. So we got it. It's fantastic. Honestly, love it. It gives another drawer and another countertop. Totally hides the garbage can. And is literally the exact same style as our freaking kitchen counter stuff already, which is nuts.
Phenomenal.
So it's beautiful. It's great. Top tier. One of the best purchases we've made, I think. And again, more storage because yes.
Nice.
And that was because my mom sent it to me. She sent me a reel of it on Instagram. She's like, here you go.
She knows what you like.
She does knows what I like. Did I just completely integrally ruin this earplug? I think I did. They're disposable.
Did you?
I don't know, it was like firmer and then suddenly it got like loose. It was weird.
That's weird.
Yeah. I actually might have revived it if I'm being honest. Feels like I revived it. That's a wild thing. Okay, who knows?
Very nice.
Hello, box. Are you done? You're not done. I need more. This is, you know, I'm gonna delude myself and say that this adds, you know, real personality and charm to the comic that other comics don't have. I'm actually not deluding myself with that. The reason is because hand-drawn backgrounds are few and far between in webcomics because, one, it does take a long time. Two, a lot of people don't like drawing backgrounds, especially if, you know, comic artists, because they usually start as character artists first. And I mean, man, vibe. I don't know if I would say I ever enjoy drawing. It's like a hard thing because sometimes I've gotten in the flow zone, you know, and I'm like, oh, I'm enjoying myself. This is good. You're having a good time. And then other times I'm like, but most of the time it's like I have zero desire to sit down and draw a background, and I'm only doing so because I must. I'm not very excited to have to design more entire rooms to understand them in 3D space, but you know.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah, you know, there's a reason that it was in nature, and then we fucking decided to go to non-nature space.
We
Like
decided to
idiots.
go right back to town. What were we thinking?
This is how the narrative needed to go. That's what we were thinking.
We gotta go to town.
I mean, maybe I'll design the town in a specific way, because honestly, it would fit how we made like the tally marks location would fit the way that is by making it more natural overall of a town. And maybe Sinitz is just a little more industrial, old New York vibes. I think that's fine.
I don't see why not.
Okay.
We can get away with that.
Maybe. All right, box again. Woo! Now we do another one. Yay.
Woohoo, let's go.
How many more boxes do I have? Nobody knows. How many boxes? Does anyone know how many boxes? Does Ori have to grow?
Let's find out.
See, that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
No. I'm trying to angle this box. Okay, wait. If that comes back that way, then that would be correct. By doing a little bit of this. Stop! Okay. It wishes for death. You don't want it to come out like that. That doesn't make sense. I think that's okay. We're gonna say that this is right, and we're gonna make it around it. Because I don't think the actual one is correct. And so what I am gonna do is we're gonna build this out a little bit. Because I need that box depth, width, words. And we'll make you an edge piece.
Words are so hard.
Amazing. Okay. Continuing on, another box. But there's something, and it was like, it was someone, and they were like, oh, I hated drawing all of the desks in this scene. Like, oh my god, there were so many desks that I had to draw. And I'm like, I'm feeling that, but with boxes. So many boxes. And the problem with boxes, right, the issue that makes it much harder than it needs to be, is the fact that because they are specifically angled faces and sides, it matters what angle they're at. So I can't just build a box and copy paste it. It matters. And that's honestly the biggest bitch right now. Because if I could draw like 2 or 3 boxes at different angles and just copy paste them, that'd be fine. But no. Now, am I fully caring about consistency? No. I can only use so much brain power for this. So they're not fully consistent boxes. However, they are consistently angled boxes. And that's good enough for me. No one will track the angle of the boxes to an extent that it matters. And even saying that, I'm still confident that by the time this comes out, nobody will do that. I'm still confident that you, right there, watching this VOD right now, after the hiatus is over and this has been released, will still not do it. You know why? It's too much fucking effort. Jeez.
It's an awful lot of faith to put in people.
I really would. If you do this, I'm not impressed. It's just kind of sad. It's a lot of time. I don't even know if I could do it. Honestly, you could just make up a number and I'd believe you, because God, if I know. I probably actually won't believe you. I probably specifically won't believe you. And even if you do put in the time and you do it, yeah, I still won't believe you, because that'd be fucking ridiculous. Oh my God. I'm looking at you, Enthuse. You're statistics person. You know, I still wouldn't believe you, Enthuse. Mars, it's terrible.
Oh, damn.
Sometimes I can't tell if you're laughing or coughing because the mic cuts you off.
No, I'm very much coughing.
Okay. Because every once in a while,
recovered.
I'm like, what is happening? Is this a funny? I'm not the funny one, apparently, so, you know, such is life.
I want to laugh, but my cough won't let me.
I'm not actually upset. Just disappointed. No.
I'm sorry.
Alright, look at this nice, easy box. This is actually not a box. This is a lid. Is it a box? Hold on, actually, I mean, it's part of a box. I just can't recall if they're... No, I think they are lifting the box now. So this would be a box. So that would be a line. She's dying again, guys. Guys, give all your well wishes to Mars. Any goodwill you have in the universe, give it to Mars. She needs it. This is the worst I've seen her in a while.
Fine. Yeah, it is. Lots of vocal use.
I'll be fine.
Use,
this is the worst I've seen in a while.
Colds. So guys, there is a special camera that speech therapists can use, mostly ENTs. That's an ears, nose, and throat doctor. You would specifically go see that doctor if you were having a prolonged issue with your voice. Say this problem lasts for over a month and a half. That's
Yes,
when I'd be
amazing.
seeking professional help. But they can put a camera into your throat and
Sounds
hang
horrible.
it just above. It's not that bad. Basically what they do, they feed a very tiny camera in through your nasal passage.
Ow,
And-
horrific. Hate.
Wow, you're terrible.
Ugh.
You're
Ugh.
terrible.
Ugh.
What kind
Down
of
the nose.
bedside manner was
Put
that?
it down my throat. Ugh.
No, it can't be done that way.
Why? Terrible. Hate.
It would trigger your gag reflex. This bypasses the gag reflex.
I don't like thinking about that
Yeah.
either.
Sorry. But it goes through your nasal passage and it kind of arches toward the back down your throat and it hangs right above where the vocal folds are. Now, this is really cool because if you're a voice therapist, if you're an ear, nose, and throat doctor, you can see how the vocal folds move from that angle. Even cooler, if you are specifically a speech therapist who specializes in swallowing disorders, you can see how the vocal folds react during swallowing, which is also very cool. I got to see a lot of this at my last internship, and that was honestly really interesting. But they would use that camera to see, like, okay, do you have anything on your vocal folds? Can we see any bleeding? Do we see your vocal folds coming together at the midline, or is one of them stopping before it can reach that side, or is it not moving at all? There's lots of different things you can see using that camera. So, yeah, if this were to persist for a month and a half, that's when I'd call and be like, okay, yeah, I need a camera stuffed in me, and I need to see.
That is such a line. That is such a line. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I had a fever this past weekend. My brain is cooked, all right?
I need a camera stuffed in me. How lovely.
But I swear to God, knowing that camera exists, there are some days where I'm just like, just give me the camera. I want to see what's going on in there. I just want to make sure that there's nothing on there. There's no bleeding. There's no this. There's no that. Just give me the camera. Just give me the camera. Give me the damn camera.
This is how you know Mars is a big nerd for vocal stuff.
It's not even that I'm a big nerd. I want to make sure I'm not doing permanent damage to my voice.
But you wouldn't have that if you weren't a big nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if I was blissfully unaware, then
Yeah.
yes.
This is what I'm
But
saying.
I'm sadly no longer. I am all too aware the maladies that can happen, and it kind of scares me, to be honest.
I mean,
Because
understandable.
guys, singing
Ignorance is
my
bliss.
stress relief. Voice acting is my stress relief. I love talking with people. I love to chat.
This
If
is
I were
Mars's
to
downfall.
Permanently lose my voice, it would destroy me. Honestly, it really would.
Mars. No, I've already forgotten now. I was laughing too hard. What did you say exactly? Hold on.
I don't know which part of that.
Nope, I've lost it. I was laughing too hard. Yeah, it's like walking into a room and you forgot what you're doing there. It's like, I'm laughing. It was funny, but I don't remember what it was.
Or he had a Sims moment, you
I had a
guys.
Sims
Her
moment.
Sim forgot what it was doing.
Are you still arting, Mars?
I took a little bit of a break while I was coughing, because coughing and drawing don't go hand in hand. Very easily.
This is very true. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm gonna run a quick ad break then, because I want to grab water myself. And so
Do it.
we are
Take
going
care of your
to-
voice.
Hold on.
This is
I need
a
to-
PSA for all yas.
Need to log back into the proper account. Guys, Ace Tooney doing numbers though. 1,120 today. Crazy stuff.
Oh my god.
Uh,
Nice.
I need this. Go live. Scheduled streams. Here we are. All right, guys, go read Outcast. I'll be right back. 30 seconds. Ace Tooney. Woo. Alright, Ace Tooney, like and subscribe if you're liking the stream. Like it, subscribe to us. Hello, I'm back. Hope your ad was fun. My brain died as well.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we've been on this infused water kick. We've been infusing our waters recently. And so today is cucumber lemon lime.
Picture, right?
Yeah, we did.
Very nice.
Today's is cucumber lemon lime, which I'm enjoying. It's subtle, but it's nice.
Ooh.
It's there. It's present, you know? Ah. Oh, it's in this box is bigger than it should be for you, but we're only gonna see some of it, so the scale can be wrong a little bit. We can
That's
fudge
fine.
a little bit. Ori's a little bit of a fudger. Guys, if you didn't know, the comic is part Ori being really lazy. Because if Ori wasn't really lazy, she would have died a long time ago trying to make this do a thing. You pick your battles. Oh, goodness. You fight your fights. Only some of them. Oh.
Oh no!
What art was it? I mean, we're happy for all the lurkers, guys. If you're a lurker besides Pastry Puff, we appreciate you too. Don't think you're underappreciated. But yeah, what were you working on?
I never think you're underappreciated here.
My goodness. I mean, you probably absorbed a lot of cool information, Pastry Puff.
Yes.
Because we were certainly going for a lot of Mars facts. Okay, that wouldn't line up. This would, though. So we're doing big brain strats. Ooh, nice. Ori's eyeballing worked. Almost. Mostly. Good enough. Alright. We won't put your crossbeam there, because I'm lazy. Let's shove you back in the thing. Was that not back in the thing? Now you're back in the thing. I think you need to be shoved up a little bit. Does that make sense? On your leggies. No, stop!
Ooh, Pastry Puff, what character? What character did you choose?
Okay, I think that works out properly. And the person who made it asked if artists of the queer club wanted to draw any queer characters they knew for Halloween. Ooh, in Halloween costumes. And have them on the wall. Oh, very nice. And hang them on the wall. I mean, have them on the wall, you know, same.
That works out.
Same vibe. Let's see if I can finagle this to fit the next one without having to do it all again.
That would be amazing.
Okay. Great. Now let's move this. Rotate. Where's the corner? There's the corner. Rotate. There's the corner. I keep losing the corner. What are you? Not the line I'm worried about. Are you the line? You are the line I'm worried about. No, it actually... I want it to be there. Brain. Work. Success. Yes. Apply transformation. There's 6 characters. Oh my goodness, Pastry Puff.
Whoa, you were
Jeez.
busy.
Man, you go all out sometimes. Whew. And
You really
anytime
do.
there's like more than 2 characters, I'm like, this is too many. Even in the comic, this is too many. So you made 3 different images then. That's what you were rushing. You gotta tone it down. So you drew two from Psyche K, three from Ace Attorney, and one from Zero Escape. Who were the Psyche K ones? And are any of the Ace Attorney characters ones we know?
Very curious.
I'm very curious. Oh, Mars turned into Smoker Mars now. She's really dying, guys. Mars, if you want to sign off, don't hesitate.
I might in a little bit, actually. I
Yeah.
didn't think just this little bit of talk it would get to be so bad.
No, my goodness. Please.
I think I'm just interrupting stream at this point.
And more, it just sounds painful. Like, I'm sorry.
It kind of is.
Okay, you gave your well wishes, Mason. You're doing all that we can.
I think I actually am gonna sign off.
Yeah,
to
no
be
worries.
honest.
No worries.
I'm gonna go stand in front of the humidifier for a little bit.
Yeah, take a
Guys,
sec. Jeez.
Take care of your voice.
Yeah, don't be a Mars guy.
But guys, don't get a job where you have to use your voice 24/7. This is a PSA.
Well, the problem I think
Finding
Mars has is that she uses her voice for her job, and then she also, as stated by herself, likes to talk outside of that. So she needs to find time to shut up.
I mean, stream kind of involves talking, so it's. What do you want me to do?
Man, you use sign language around the house. That's the secret.
Well, it's been fun for the little bit I could be around.
Yes, thank you for joining when you could. She's fluent in Japanese.
Yappies is very, very fluent.
Yes.
But I'm gonna dip. Good luck with the boxes, Ori. Thank you guys. Hopefully
So
I'll see you
long.
again on Thursday.
Yeah, feel
Bye-bye.
better. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
I use my voice so little, apparently, overall. I barely talk to people. I've not met any of the Ace Attorney characters yet, sadly. You're aromantic, a genderqueer, and a trans. Oh, I'm very excited to meet these characters, Space Street Puff. I'm very excited. I'm assuming are we meeting any in the game in Prosecutor's Gambit? Ah, yes, I recall that, Pastry Puff. I recall Snake being elected gay. Psyche is great. He's a great Arrow Ace rep. We love it. And, oh, okay. I remember that girl who likes Teruhashi. Not in Prosecutor Gambit. How sad, how sad. We have to wait so long. Are they in the second trilogy, or are they in, the Chronicles? That's the word I want. Beautiful. I'm also excited to learn about what the other characters were. Don't need backgrounds, don't need backgrounds. Oh my god, this box is nearly all drawn. Oh my god, it is all drawn. How amazing. Oh my gosh. Ah! It's not what I wanted to do. Beautiful. Amazing. I love when past Ori did work for present Ori. It's literally a present to my present self, you know? Look at this. Alright, honestly, these backgrounds aren't gonna be too bad. I'm a little behind. Is this box not complete? This box ain't complete! I knew it. It was lying to me. Two are from the second trilogy, one is from Chronicles. Alright, alright. One day. We'll get there one day. I mean, I'm pretty happy at the pace we're going. If we got through them really fast, I'd be kind of sad, you know? I don't want it to go away too fast. I don't want to be done with them, you know? Ah! And oh, okay, guys, this is stuff nobody knows about yet because I wasn't gonna say anything till it happens. But secret stream secrets. That's where all the secrets come out, guys. You gotta come to stream for the stream secrets. But so Dylan's work schedule has changed to where he is now doing weird work things. Basically, is the way to put it. And his schedule will change randomly, and that will cause certain times that he will be unable to make Friday night game night streams. And so, in his absence, Mars and I will be playing a variety of other games that we have procured and learned about over the time that are much shorter than any Ace Attorney game. I think the most of them are about 1 stream, maybe 2 streams long, and one of them is much longer, more like 4 streams long, I think. We'll see. 4 or 5. But that is what we'll be doing when he can't make it, which will be very varied. It really depends on what schedule they give him, and well, we'll know in advance. He won't know. It's like a month by month thing, so I don't know his entire schedule right away. But even with that, it'll still be good. And so I'm excited to get to play some other games. I do love Ace Attorney, of course. But then maybe we won't keep getting so exponentially behind, excuse me, with how the videos go. Because, oh my god, I think it's been more than a year. It has been more than a year since we've played the parts of the videos I'm editing. And it's kind of wild. I haven't even hit the part where Dylan, I don't think I have. Maybe I did. Maybe I did hit the part where Dylan took the bar exam. Yeah, I did hit that part. But man, is it still really behind? Because I think the video that I'm recording was recorded in like August. It would have had to be. Whew, I don't actually know. I can check though. Let's check. Streaming channel. Brain is dead. Not videos. I want stream recordings of AA2. I want the stream recording. I'm on 13. Nope, I haven't even hit Dylan taking the bar yet. Whoops, I haven't hit it yet. Yeah, right now I'm working on a stream that we filmed in May of 2023. Yeah, so we just keep getting exponentially behind. Which is not something I want to do. But it is what is currently happening right now. Why? You're all the wrong color. Colored over the boxes. Tisk tisk on Mars. She can't hear us now. Foot. That's fine, that's sand. Box. There's a box in there. I don't like to know that. There's a box in there. And my suffering. Alright, what time is it? My goodness. When there's not a topic to talk about, it does go kind of slow. Let's see. What happened to me today? Anything funky happened to me? No, my day was kind of boring. I did almost get hit by a truck. That was very, like, in a car. I was in a car, driving on the road. And the truck was trying to come. It's time to get funky. Now it's time to get funky. Take it back now. One hop this time. Okay. I don't know. Is this an unpopular opinion? I like what I'm going to refer to as... I like line dances. I gotta tell you, I like them. I like going to a party. And I like being able to jump in that dance floor and just not have to worry about being good or not. I know the dance. And that's it. That's all you need. Oh my god, I just realized something. Thank you, Pastry Puff. What's your favorite line dance, Pastry Puff? Honestly, mine's Cotton Eye Joe. I know it's very repetitive, but I feel like that's one that takes a little bit more skill than a lot of them do. And I really like that one. I really like doing that one. Did I do a stupid? I did do a stupid. Ori's doing a stupid. Ah, I was curious if you were gonna do this or not, Mars. You're watching live. Oh my god. How did that happen? Oh my god. Okay. Where is it? This is not what I wanted. Cry. Cry. Oh, yeah. I remember what happened. I'm in pain. In a world of pure boxination. Did I do a stupid again? I didn't. Okay. Woo! Let's. I'm nearly done? No, I'm not nearly done. Wow, that is less done than I would like to be. Oh my goodness. There are a lot of them. One summer camp where the entire camp had... See, I never learned Old Town Road. That's like a newer one for me. I don't have Old Town Road. The big ones I think of are Cotton Eye Joe. I love Cotton Eye Joe. I think of, yeah, the Cha-Cha Slide. Teach Me How to Dougie. Soldier Boy. Oh! Hello, Bunny Junie. Thank you for the raid. What you guys doing? What were y'all doing? Hello. Oh, these are really cute emojis. Hold on. I need to look better at these emojis. Here for vodka. We only have rum on this pirate ship. And tea. I guess tea. We're a tea. A clipper ship tea. Rum and tea. That's what I'm gonna say. We've commandeered a tea clipper ship. So we got rum and tea. Yeah, we got sweet tea. Hell yeah. Yeah, Cha-Cha Slide, great one. The Cha-Cha Slide, the second one, is still pretty good too. I'm trying to remember. I like Soldier Boy. What's the one where it's like wiggle, 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 wiggle? Yeah, that one is a line dance. Yeah, you'll take the sweet tea. Good, sweet tea's good. I'm sad. I live in the north, so when you go to restaurants, sweet tea's not common. Every time I visit the south, I'm like, yes, I will order sweet tea at every restaurant because I know you have it. Give it to me. Why does the north not have the sweet tea? Oh, these are such cute emojis. Oh my god, please. Please, Twitch, let me big in the chat. Oh my goodness. It's fighting me. Alright, never mind. It's fighting me. Oh, maybe not now. Maybe if I take it slow. Up near Canada? Oof. Yeah, I'm northeast. I'm in a state that touches Canada, but I'm not that close to Canada. Lived in the south most of my life. Ooh. I've never lived in the south. My grandmother retired. So that was really funny. My grandmother on my mother's side retired to the south, and we visit her like every year, twice a year. And my father's family is also from the south, which is very interesting. You're in Florida. Oh, okay. I'm talking North Carolina. This is really funny. This is really funny. So when I was a child, when we would visit my grandmother in North Carolina, she lives in an area that's literally displaced, like retired New Yorkers and New Jerseyans and everything like that. So everybody in like the area that she lived is originally from the Northeast. So none of them have Southern accents. And so as a child, I seriously thought that the Southern accent, that the like United States Southern accent was either a myth or North Carolina wasn't South enough yet. Which is very wrong. But nobody had a Southern accent that I interacted with down there. Until one time my father and I went panning for gold and we went inland North Carolina. And my father ended up talking with this woman while they were in the pool. And she had a very thick Southern accent. And I was like, oh, it is real. Which is very funny to me. Ugh. But it's even funnier. My grandmother's originally from England. So she's got like a whole thing going on accent-wise. She has accents and dialects, as Mars would say if she was here. Because the countries have accents and regions have dialects, if I remember correct. Russians, they have strong, yeah, Russians can have strong accents. It's one of those things where it's interesting. You get used to accents, right? Like you get, so if you have to work with people that have an accent, you get used to understanding them. I work with a lot of Italian and Hispanic people, so I'm pretty used to their accents and how they talk. But then, this is really wild. I know a fair amount of Spanish. I can understand it very well. So if someone's having a conversation or talking to me in Spanish, I'm like, yeah, I know what you're saying. I can cop it. Talking back in Spanish is a whole nother thing. We ain't gonna go there. But I've worked with a lot of Hispanic people my whole life in a bunch of different fields. And then in the current field I'm working in, suddenly... not only are there Hispanic people, there's a lot of Italian people. And this means that there is I think it's Italian. Yeah, it was Italian spoken with a Spanish accent and Spanish spoken with an Italian accent. And it's very throwing. It really throws you. I don't think necessarily, Mason. Are you discriminating now? You know, there's certain sounds that just, you know, you can't help it. Like you can find people's voices annoying in general, you know, accent or not. Some people just have annoying voices, you know, to other people. Who knows? I don't think it's inherently. I think it's what you do after that. Do you treat the person different, you know? I think that's what really comes down to. You have an accent? You have a... I don't know what I would say a Floridian accent is. Okay, wait. From a displaced Floridian, Mr. Wolf. Okay, I have something to tell you. Okay? I have something to tell you. My partner, his parents retired from the Northeast down to Florida fairly recently. Okay? And they just got hit by the hurricane. And thankfully they're fine. They really managed to be very, very lucky. But I think this is the most Floridian, like the most Florida man thing that my partner's father could have done. They're like in the house and the news is like, oh, you know, stay away from the windows, stay away from, you know, the glass that could break and hurt, you know, stay in interior rooms. And his mother is like, you know, she's like cowering. She's like, you know, she doesn't like the wind. The father gets up his pack of cigarettes and his lighter and moves to walk out the back door. And she's like, what are you doing? Where are you going? He's like, there's no windows out there. And he proceeds to go outside and have a smoke outside during the storm. And he sends a video to my partner and he's like videoing himself having a smoke and he's like, oh yeah, no, I don't know what she's talking about. There's no wind here. It's not even getting wet. And I just was like, wow, this is the most Floridian thing a New Yorker could have done. Crazy. You've been asked 5 times in the last 2 years if your parents are British / when you moved here from Britain. That's interesting, Pastry Puff. I'd be very curious. Hello.
Hello. I have a question for you in chat.
Okay, what is the question? This is the partner I spoke of, Mr. Wolf. We just told this is a Floridian moved to Maine, so I told him about your dad's whole thing.
Yeah.
Confirmed it was very Florida.
So my quick question for chat. Do lizards have asses? Like, can you point at a lizard and be like, that lizard has an ass?
Can you point at a dog and say that dog has an ass?
I'm asking questions. I'm not answering any.
Oh, okay. I feel like ass has a different connotation from butt, but I would say yeah.
Okay. What does Mars think?
Mars is not here, unfortunately.
Oh, shit.
Mars is very, very dying vocally. She was coughing a lot. She might be in chat. She's here in chat.
Oh, hey, well, hey, Mars. So my thought process is like, when you say ass, like, you kind of don't. I don't mean the whole.
But see,
I mean
yeah,
the
Pastry Puff.
cheeks.
I'm saying like
Cheeks.
technically nothing has asses like we have asses. This is actually like a technical fact. We have a very special ass.
I understand
But
how. Yeah,
we say that dogs have butts. Same with cats. But that is literally just the end where the hole that they excrete waste from is.
But clearly, it's not just hole. You need cheek for butt, right?
Then nothing but a human can have, well, some apes, but nothing but primates have asses then. Literally. Do you say a dog has an ass? Because if you do, you're wrong. You're wrong.
I feel like
That's like saying a dog has a chin. They don't.
I don't want to examine dogs because they're too like.
It doesn't matter. A dog is specifically, I don't know, Mason.
I feel like a rabbit has an ass, right?
Doesn't. Not any more than a dog does.
But like rabbit has haunches, which like don't seamlessly press up against the like bottom.
Yeah, they
part.
do. It's flat.
I guess I've never looked at the ass of a rabbit before.
Dylan, having cheeks is a very human thing, and only some other primates also have it.
Yeah, the primates for sure. Haunches aren't cheeks.
Only some. Only some. Yeah, haunches aren't cheeks. It's very different. Just because you shape that corgi booty to nice round pillowy mounds, that's all fur.
Yeah, I'd actually argue dogs don't have cheeks.
And thus lizards can't have cheeks. Thus nothing but humans and a select few of primates can have cheeks.
I know lizards don't. I looked it up. I had to turn on incognito mode.
How much scaly yiff did you get?
None. It was
That's impressive.
Very scientific.
That's impressive.
How'd it come out?
This seems like more of a colloquial question, Mr. Wolf.
My friend and I were playing Space Marine, and we were fighting Tyranids, like these alien lizard monsters.
They're lizard insects.
He's like, hell yeah, let's get that.
Yeah, Mars,
Let's
I
kick their
agree.
ass. I'm like, hold on. Do they have asses? And then there was a whole rabbit hole.
Well, what's even crazier about your dudes specifically, some of them are like Naga Snake Boy-esque.
Yeah.
They definitely don't have an ass, no question.
So do mermaids not have asses either?
I would say it depends on the kind of mermaid you draw. Because
The
mermaids shouldn't have
from
knees,
the waist
technically.
down, it's fish, but it also has butt cheeks, like on the.
That
fucking...
happens.
Wait,
People draw
really?
that. Yeah,
No.
people draw that. It's they create the gluteus maximus mound. They do. I'm gonna do it not on incognito mode.
Not on incognito mode. Mermaid ass.
I'm in caps. Mermaid butts.
Oh shit. Take care, Mr. Wolf.
Goodbye, Mr. That is wild. No,
Can you shut stream? Probably not, right?
I don't want to. Twitch is weird sometimes.
The way it
but
is.
like that's an ass on a mermaid
That is
specifically.
yeah, that is.
But this is a mermaid drawn like she has legs that have been fused together to have a fin, versus this is a mermaid that has been drawn with literally a fish on it
Yeah.
because the legs couldn't bend this way, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it really depends on the kind of mermaid you're doing.
The-
What the fuck?
I hate it. I fucking hate
Oh
it
my
so
god!
much.
They're all dudes! Is that
That's
Justin
Justin
Bieber?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
Oh my god. Thanks for hanging out, Mr. Wolf. Send, alright.
Send? Oh, don't do it.
I'm gonna send it to Mars.
Wait, can you put it in the adult section?
Yeah, I can. It'll be in the adult section of our Discord, guys.
I'm so sorry, guys.
This is
I didn't mean for this to happen.
relating to stream. Ah, hilarious. This is horrific. I hate this.
We're done. Close the tab.
I closed the tab. Send dudes. Oh, this went a way I did not expect stream to go today. All right, sorry, all you minors can't look at the Justin Bieber mermaid ass.
Not sorry.
They're curious. I can tell. It's an intrigue.
It's just like, imagine a mermaid, but like the fish part doesn't start until below the cheek.
Yeah, literally, that's what it was. Yeah. It's so funny. It really depends on what like server you're in, what the adult section actually like contains. Currently, the adult section just contains slightly raunchy memes, people thirsting over Milano from the short, and now this Justin Bieber mermaid ass. Like, if I'm being honest, it overall is not very like crazy. It's more just like adult jokes that you wouldn't want to tell around children, you know? Versus, like, some other ones are like, nah, this is people drawing, you know, porn. But, you know, that's, it depends on what server you're in. Very, very funny. Do we want to check the stats again? You're just
Oh, you're talking to
open here?
me?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to stream.
I'm talking to both of you. Any new comments? Oh no. Well, such is life. Someone said I'm so tired of this popping up on my For You page. Well, is what it is, bro. Means I'm fucking going places.
You own his TikTok.
I own a TikTok. Oh my god. 133,000.
My god.
It's Jason Bourne. Every time you say it with that inflection, I have to say that. Amazing.
He's got the Joestar Star
Ori
Wars.
takeover. Ori takeover indeed.
Could you imagine you're a merman and you get to keep your cheeks but not your dick? Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. We can tell Dylan's priorities.
What a raw deal.
What a raw deal. You know, if I'm gonna be a mermaid, I want to be all fish. Cloacas just sound easier, man.
If you're all fish and not a mermaid, you're a fish, Ori.
I went all fish from the waist down, okay? Cloacas just seem easier. Ken doll mermaid, I mean, that's the vibe. That's the true vibe. Okay, guys.
So loud, Ori.
I need to tell you that this one time in band camp, this is actually really true. I had like an Altoids tin, and the Altoids tin inside of it says that these were created with something and the dreams of pregnant mermaids.
What the fuck?
This is a true thing that was written on the paper inside my wintergreen Altoids tin. And I was so flabbergasted by the fact that I literally went around and I'm asking him, like, so how could mermaids get pregnant? You know? I thought they'd reproduce like fish. That's what I always kind of imagined. But I guess they'd be more mammalian than fish. So it just doesn't work out. It's very weird. Very odd.
Mason, you should never wish you're a mermaid. First of all, the ocean's much more dangerous than land.
If you're built for the ocean, though, I feel like you're pretty chill.
If you're a mermaid, I don't think that counts as being built for the ocean.
What do you mean?
You have, like, flippers.
Everything says that every media puts mermaids way up at the top of the food chain. Have you seen Aquaman?
Okay,
They're fucking winning.
I'm gonna.
They're riding dinosaurs.
I hear you,
No, you don't. Your
That shit-
fingers are in your ears.
That shit's propaganda.
Yeah, that shit's propaganda.
In real life, I think mermaids did exist, and they got their cheeks handed to them. If you look,
They didn't have any cheeks, Dylan.
they did, and that was their downfall. They're trying to sneak, and they fucking clap as they're.
Oh my god.
All right.
Fucking dummy thick.
On that note, I'm gonna try the water.
Yes.
Have a nice stream, Ori. Goodbye,
will.
chat.
Goodbye. He does the JoJo star. I didn't even notice that, Mars. Oh my god. I'm dying. This image is too much. Oh my god. You want us to do cute sailor boys and then eat them? You know, lots of good protein. I bet that's a good high protein diet, you know? What if it was the Little Mermaid universe? We've got magic and are mostly protected. I don't think they all have magic. I think only Triton has magic, and then like, does he even have magic? Is this Trident magic? Because like only Ursula does magic, you know? I feel like definitely the calling people to the depths to their doom is certainly a vibe, an aesthetic that we can all wish for. I just think mermaids look cool, man. I think like mermaid art is very, very cool. Can I copy paste this box too? I might be able to copy paste another box. I keep hiding the colors, Mars, and then I forget to unhide it. I'm very sorry. I don't mean to be not showing off your lovely, lovely work. He's got a magic trident. It's just like, is that magic, you know? Because like I said, it feels like only Ursula's got magic. What is this? Is not it. Hold on. You can finagle this to work. You can make it happen. We can do it. I can't do it. I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe? Ooh, I think that's good enough. Good enough for Jazz. Oh, ooh, you're right, Mars. I did forget that. He gave Ariel legs at the end. I did forget that. Okay. All right. You got me there. But like, so then who gets the magic? Because none of her sisters seem to do magic, you know? She never asks them for stuff. My god, this is so far down. Possesses a magical artifact, can't prepare magic himself. Okay. Vibes. Versus Ursula. Ursula's just straight up magic though, right? We can all agree? She don't use anything to my recollection. You think it was literally just him? And Ursula though. And Ursula. You can't forget Ursula. Ursula's cooking up potions. But was it a potion that took away Ariel's voice? That seemed very much like a magic-y thing. It was? Alright. I'm not very up to date on my mermaid lore. Specifically the Little Mermaid lore. Okay, that looks correct. It's not fully correct. That looks correct enough. Oh god, stabbing him with the corner. There we go. And that scene she was throwing a whole bunch of stuff at the college. I do recall that. But I thought the voice part, the stealing of the voice part, was not a potion. What are guys' favorite tropes or ideas for Mermaid AU? Our current Mermaid AU is very much Hotson's like a scientist for it. So I guess I really like the one's a mermaid, one's not a mermaid. I'm here for that, you know. I really am here for that. There's a tragedy to that, you know. But there's also a fun of overcoming the odds and getting to figure it out. These sort of things. What are other tropes? I'm trying to think of mermaid tropes. I'm moderately partial to you turn into a mermaid when you're water, like when you're with water, H2O style. I do think that's a fun thing to play with, especially the way that like our planet works with like rain and stuff. I think that's very fun. Definitely love the siren vibes of like singing is like entrancing and stuff like that. Whether it is magically entrancing or just really beautiful. I'm here for that. I don't know if I would necessarily call this like a trope or something, but like it goes into the realm of ideas. I really like when mermaids are based off of real sea animals, and thus they're all different and varied. Ah, beautiful pastry puff. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like that. I like the like becoming part of the other one's world. I do like it in the Little Mermaid style as well, specifically where it's like one person wants to join the other one's world, right? Like not that they're forced to necessarily. That is like, oh, because it gives that sort of like it gives that sort of fantastical extreme version of like moving to very different countries, you know, culture shock wise vibes. I'm here for that. It's like an extreme fantasy version of that. Ooh, that's a good one, Mars. When the land person can't swim. I also like the opposite. When the land person is like a surfer. The surfer ones are really good. I'm here for that as well. Another good one is sometimes when the mermaid's like in a tank, like going to be like it's caught in some way, and either the human has to like realize that like this is a like a person with like person level intelligence and stuff and liking them, and like release them. I like those sort of things. Yes, I like that, Mars, where mermaids are massive, especially when it's specific to like mermaids that are based off of animals that are massive, like whales. Like, I think that's really cool having the different sizes like that. But I wouldn't necessarily write a story with a mermaid like that, personally. I don't know if you would, Mars. But as like a design concept, very fun. That's not one I've seen, Mars. I haven't seen that one, actually. You try a story like the drowned people become mermaids, or where the mermaid is a big whale? There's a little stream lag, so you gotta be specific. Pastry Puff, don't worry about it. Mars is very, very tolerant to spoilers. She doesn't really care. I'm the one who forces her to not have Ace Attorney spoilers. Specifically because it's mystery, you know? The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea. Ooh, there is a book coming out, guys. I'm you know, we're small creators, but compared to this person, but yeah, I think it sounds like a really cool book. And sadly, the Kickstarter's over for it now. But, is a Kickstarter? There was a Kickstarter. I think it's over. Is it still going? Oh. It's actually still going. I thought it was over. Does it say how many days left? Oh, it's still going. Okay. Let's show this off. It's called. Whoops. There you go. It's called Bound by Blood and Sea, and it's by a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Eva Evangelina, and it's all about like the Irish version of mermaids, but it's queer. There's political intrigue. There's more like gray characters. There's a slow burn romance. It's a bunch of queer characters. An arranged marriage trope going on. It sounds really, really interesting. Oh, I can imagine, Mars. I can imagine. But so this is a really cool project. It's still going to back, actually. You can still back it, it looks like. But this is to publish it because she's self-publishing. But it sounds really, really cool. So if you're looking for another one, keep an eye out on this. It's called Bound by Blood and Sea on Kickstarter by Eva. Oh yeah, cool mermaid stuff. Guys, I feel so professional with this overlay where you see with the watermark thing. God, I don't know. It just hits. It hits a certain way, you know. It hits. All right. Come here, Ferrix. What we doing with you? I think we're done. Nope, not yet done. Gotta do one more line. Beautiful. Success. All right. You guys know what we're gonna be for Halloween. Yes, pastry puff, I do, and I probably should order stuff for it. Halloween's okay. Hold on. Is Halloween 1 or 2 weeks from now? That's something I should have checked. Okay, we're still about 2 weeks. Good. Don't rush time. Good, yeah. Ooh, that one's good. Let's see. Oh, I'd have to do stuff to it. I like it though. I've never styled a wig before. I'll get this one and we'll see how it goes. Add to cart. I'm gonna buy them now. Depressed same as every year? Ah, you gotta switch it up sometime, Mason. Ooh, that one? Ooh, that one? Tough choices. God, I have never ever styled a wig. I have no clue how I would. That wig's horrible. We can't do that one. This one's not bad. Gives me stuff to work with. Alright. Oh no, that one comes too late. We can't do that one. We'll have to do this one. We're going a little budget here. Oh no, out of stock. Uh-oh. I'll have to look different keywords. No. Don't want to say it until I have it. That's not bad. None of these are quite... None of these are quite it. I've literally... Ooh. Do I do that one and hope I can straighten it? Yeah, we do that one and hope I can straighten it. This is where we're going. Alright. We're committing. Goodness. Where is my thing? So, I've got it, Mars. Dylan and I are being Edgeworth and Phoenix for Halloween. Well, it won't be really well done, but it'll be decently done. Yeah, Dylan just got himself a maroon suit just because to wear, like to work. He wears it to work. He looks very nice in it. And he's had a blue suit. And so yeah. I'm gonna make an attempt to style a wig. It's not gonna be top tier, I gotta tell you. It'll be okay. It'll be just okay. And that is what it is. The tours to the rescue. It's really all this stuff. When I heard something about it, it was like, oh no, the hairspray for the wigs. You can only get it in Japan. I know Wiggins. Very nice. But yeah. So that's what we're doing for Halloween. So that'll be fun. And I am specifically going as Guy Phoenix. I ain't gender bending. I wanna be Phoenix as he is. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Come here, Ferrix. Let's put you right snug against this box. Let's move this box in a little bit. Are you the box? No, you're the box. Snug. Snug, snug. Am I nope. Being a dumb is what I'm doing. Beautiful. But yes, usually we don't do specific stuff for Halloween, but some years it works out. And Dylan finally got that. So, you know, we will certainly make an effort. How good it will be will yet be to be seen. What is this? What is this? That. I don't want that. Excuse me. Presidente. Alrighty, lovely. Gotta color this. Skin color. Beauteous. Beauteous. Great. Another box down. The dust. Something. That box is completed. Needs cleanup. Let's go look at this trivia, though. I wish I knew. Alright. What is the first case? Oh no! I don't know fan translation things! Oh no! Oh. You've been doing so many trivias I can't answer, Pastry Puff. It's for the big nerds. You're doing it for them big nerds. Okay, well, I was too busy fawning over the UI. I'm gonna say... If this is correct, I actually thought it was a joke. Oh, okay. No, it was not correct. Ah, okay, okay. I mean, I'm not upset, Bishop Puff. Certainly not. Oh my god. The zine piece. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Some of these people in the zine. Holy hell. That's insane. That's insane. Alrighty. Well, I mean, they play Francisca, so they seem pretty neat. If it's the vibes, it's the vibes, you know? Oh, alright. I'm so excited to get to play, like, a full stream of Prosecutor's Gambit, though. I will say, I'm very concerned about the timer. I will fully admit. I'm not good at the fast. The fast is not the Ori strong suit. If we die there. I keep copying and pasting other layers. Ah. And I keep clicking the wrong buttons. I saw you fly by. I'll be fine, probably. Okay, okay. I have a question. Obviously, don't answer it if it's spoilers. But, when we first got the Magatama in Game 2, somebody in chat said something along the lines of, like, be very careful, you don't want to die in the Magatama bits. Right? You don't want to be thing in the Magatama bits. You don't want to die in the Magatama bits. Why did people say that? And again, if it's spoilers for some reason, like, don't tell me. But why did people say that? Why was it worse than, quote-unquote, dying in court, right? Was it just we would have to go back further if we hadn't saved recently? Or did something else happen? Also, Pastry Puff, you've been playing Prosecutor's Gambit, right? I know you've been playing Investigations. There's in the collection. There's an autosave function. Does it only autosaved? Oh, I see. I see, Pastry Puff. So it was a fan warning. Okay. Not like, oh god, you have to restart the game. Ugh. Oh my god. Whoa. Please, 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 box. I'm dying here. We're dying here. Okay. My question about Prosecutor's Gambit was, so with the autosave, does it save, like, a lot? where I shouldn't worry about saving before going into like a 50-50 if I want to like not have to redo it all again? Or does it only save in the same... Does it only autosave in roughly the same areas that the first trilogy of games is like, to be continued, you want to save? That's what I'm curious about. That's what I'm curious about. Dylan just told me what that was from. Dirty Dan. I've recalled once again. Oh my god. Look at all those boxes! Oh, neat. Great. It saves about every 30 minutes? Awesome, awesome. That's fantastic, actually. That's great. That's good. Still save before attempting stuff? Okay, okay. But still, that's good. It won't shut me back all the way to the beginning if I don't save, is all I'm saying. I'm happy about that. That's good. That's good. We like that. We like that a lot. Oh my god, where are you? All the way at the top! Ori, why do you do this to yourself? Nobody knows. Okay, I gotta keep flipping these. I keep forgetting to flip them. Nobody knows the boxes I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows. Okay. Flip. Flip. Ooh, that was very satisfying, actually. Okay. Now we'll go... Whoa, stop. My brain is very dead. I'm very behind on this entry, guys. I need to work it. Technically, these should not be straight. Should go something like this. That seems right. We're fudging it now. A little bit of brain dead, Ori. We're fudging it now. Are we fudging it now, Mr. Krabs? Guys, this is why we need Mars on stream. Without Mars, Ori just devolves into whatever the heck is happening. Why is this box bigger? Oh, Jesus! I could not read something like that. Woo! Crazy, crazy. Not my feeny. Oh god, not mesh. I'm a wimp with bad endings. I'm glad we didn't get the bad ending from Farewell, My Turnabout. I've been very sad. I looked that one up after the end. It's from Pearl's perspective? Oh god! Yeah, I can imagine it was heartbreaking. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Ugh. Scary. Oh my... No! I did it again. Oh my god. Ori can't win for losing. Oh my god, I'm only halfway. Why are there so many boxes? I wanted to be done with boxes today. That was apparently never gonna happen. Come here, box. Okay, beauteous. Alright, you know what? Do I want to keep doing this? I need to keep doing this. I didn't want to, but I need to. See, why does it really screw it up like that? I gotta fix that now. Crazy, crazy. Go straight down the way, straight up the way. Gotta move this out because it needs dimension. Needs to be dimensional. Everything has mass, weight. This is so small now. Goodness gracious. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm saying. Alright, cucumber water? Okay. The lemon and lime certainly help it. I'll be curious when it sits. How much it gets. I don't think I would cucumber my water again. Lemon lime, definitely. Cucumber? Not super feeling it, if I'm being honest. He had this like apple cinnamon water, and it was interesting. It had a lot going on, honestly. Maybe a bit too much, I would say, going on in it. It was like apple and lime and orange and cinnamon. It was a bit much. Bit much for a water. Someone was really trying to shove fall into a glass of water. Oh, you know, okay, they have like water talk, right? Have you heard of water talk? That was an older thing that happened on the internet. But it was like adding all these like syrups and stuff to your water. And I'm like, why do we need that? Just make infused water. Give me infused water talk, you know? It's just, I want the infusions. I want to put that fruit in my water, you know? I don't want to put that syrup in my water. I don't want my water to I don't want my water to taste sweet. I want my other things to taste sweet. But not my water. Why are you not the... God. This is fighting me, guys. Fighting me. Fighting me. Come in. Be parallel. Are you parallel? Stop. Stop. No. Alright, never mind. It didn't do a dumb. Didn't it? No, we're okay. Very, very concerned. We had a lot of concern. Doing me a concern. I don't know what is happening with the perspective here. I'm going a little crazy. This has to come across. Oh my god. Can we be done with boxes? No, we can't be done with boxes. There's still more boxes. And then I get to draw a boat. Over and over and over again. And then I finally get to do that. However, at least the actual like environment background ain't gonna be nothing. So I already have all the beach backgrounds I could currently need. So that at least will be nice and easy. But right now, I'm losing my mind as I continue to draw the same box over and over and over and over again. Slowly losing all brain cells that I ever had. Ugh, goodness. Okay. Why does that box really not look right? Perspective doesn't look okay. I'm pushing the wrong button. Okay, let's shove you down. Is this the problem? Okay. Think that looks better. Maybe? Maybe. Now let's see something. Can I take this? Stop. And be stupid because I didn't do the thing again. Or I did do the thing again, and that made me stupid. Okay, okay, okay. Let's put this one down here. Let's make this one red for now. Bloop. Amazing. And then we do that. And then we're biggering my company, we're biggering my factory, we're biggering my corporate sign. And we're gonna... You're slanted. Should you be slanted? Maybe? Maybe a little? Maybe a smidgen? Can we do it in a nice and easy, non-annoying way? Maybe we can? Did Ori just draw 3 boxes in one? Oh my god. Good night, Mason. Sorry for being incoherent. Oh god. It's the boxes with the money. It's the boxes with the money that make the world go round. So I'm biggering my pirating, I'm biggering my... sciencing, I'm biggering my corporate sign. Okay. Stop, stop. I just realized that this background music has been like the same song this whole time, which is a little grating. So we're gonna move to the next group because I need something else. Whew. Yeah, biggering the pirating. It does have Halloween themed vibes, but I need variety Halloween themed vibes, you know? I thought it was like a playlist, not just one song repeated for 3 hours. And at this point, I finally realized that it was the same song repeated over and over and over again. I have a heckin' banger Halloween playlist, though. I gotta tell you, there's only so many songs that are, like, danceable Halloween songs. So I had to make my own playlist for it. And you know what? It's pretty swish. Okay. No, I did a stupid... Did I do a stupid? Uh-oh. Hold on. Yeah, I did a stupid. Damn it. Can I fix my stupid? Or is it too far back? Can I fix my stupid? Oh, okay. It's not too far back. Oh, thank God. I fixed it. I fixed it. I snapped at the 2.5 hour mark and finally realized after 2 and more than a half. Yeah, I did finally realize that. Sometimes when you're talking, Pastry Puff, like, you're not absorbing the ambient sound. Ambient? Ambient? I don't know what I am. Yes. Sometimes. Oh god. Wow, I just... I looked over at my other computer screen, which has, like, the streaming OBS window on it. This is too loud for my brain. I can also tune out sounds really easily, Pastry Puff. So honestly, I really just tuned it out and I finally, like, heard it again. And I looked over and Ferrix is looking at me over his shoulder over in the thing. And I was like, what? I scared my there. That too. But I'm pretty good at tuning out sounds, repetitive sounds. So honestly, I probably just tuned it out and then I like finally noticed again. Oh, okay. I know that. It's just very funny. Those boxes have to stay. See, that box is on a box behind him. So this box should repeat behind this box. It'll make it green for visual clarity. And we'll shrink it a little bit. I think that's okay. Ferrex. Yeah. Ooh, yeah? Maybe this has to move over more. Like that. Oh, yeah. There she blows. All right. Beautiful. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. Is that another box in front of you, Ferrex? It is. And I wish for death. What color am I gonna make that box? Dark blue? Yeah, dark blue's good. I don't even know what's happening with the way that box is drawn. I'm gonna assume that this is where I wanted the box to go. And then I'm gonna do this. And we're gonna check how many sad panels I need to make. Still do. Okay, I don't really have to fully do that. Because Ferrex, you can go in here and then over, and then we'll do this. Not that dark. Okay. Nope. Jeebus. Hudson is indeed in front of all of them. That's fine. I actually have to... Did I... What? Oh, that's why. Oh, okay. I was concerned for a second. But we're all good. We're all good. We're all okay. We're all doing fine. I'm not saying this over and over again to make it so. That would be ridiculous. Is that more box? That's more box. More box. That sounds like the Morlocks from the Time Machine. Morlocks. Alright. Good, good. No! Good, 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 good. Man, if this wasn't digital art, I would have screwed up a long many times. Okay. Unblue you. Undo that. You look big, Ferrex. I think you're fine. I'm not gonna... Did I... Ah! Ay. Some more Ferrex that isn't there. Alrighty. Amazing. Okay, there we go. Now he looks correct. Okay, amazing. Great. Top tier. Okay, well, that's about gonna do it for us. Thank you for coming to this quite hectic of a stream, because oh my Jesus. Let's check how our TikTok is doing again. One more time before we go as I roll the end credits. If you don't know, Mars and I write a comic. It's called Outcast with an E at the end. It's over on Webtoon. You should go read it. You very, very should. Not biased at all. He's apparently main character. Both gives Shilong Lang from Ace Attorney Investigations. Also gives apparently Human Toothless vibes. Gives Human Toothless vibes. So if you like that, if you're about that, you should go read it. Go read it on Webtoon right now. If you haven't seen the little animation that I did, you should. If you have seen it, you should watch it again, because that's good. Mesmerizing, I might say. You can see it on Instagram Reels of Origami Art. You can see it on the Folding Planets YouTube Shorts, and you can see it on the Folding Planets TikTok. Go watch it. Leave a comment. Thirst after Milano, or just say he's Human Toothless, apparently. But thank you all for coming. Thank you all for chilling. Yep, we're not biased at all. And yeah, thank you to our lovely channel members here. I'm not going to read them out. I'm lazy. And thank you to any VOD watchers, like the stream, I guess. That's a thing I never ask for. I've asked for it twice this stream, though. All right, I'm going to stop rambling and maybe do something else than make more boxes, because I wish for death. All right, guys, talk to you tomorrow, Thursday. I don't know what day it is. Talk to you Thursday for Robots and Armor. Thanks for coming. Good night.